Hey, everybody. How y'all doing tonight?
Good.
Good as always. Ah. That's certainly how I feel. When the party last left off, they had been making good progress up the Blessed River towards this supposed area of dwarves. As they've continued to climb this river, it's had parts where it's navigable and parts where it's not. And as they're reaching where they are now, traveling through some of these mountains, they start seeing a few bits of areas that's plains of a different sort, rather than of grass or of dirt. These are vast stretches of rolling snow, ice, and other such glacial activity. The weather roll has already been completed. It is going to be cold these 2 weeks. However, the rest of the activities are yet to be determined. Friend, if you don't mind.
And Albatross exploration roll, Chad rations, please.
Yes.
Superb.
Passion actions. Aura.
I think... Wait, oh no, I didn't decide what I was saying. Okay. I will guard.
Okay. Golden.
I will study.
Chad.
Gathering food.
For my part, I will be maintaining floating disc. Albatross.
Oh, we need food up in this bitch.
Yeah.
We got hit with the... Actually, where we're going is 500 million years away from where you thought it was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It was just right down the road.
Mm-hmm.
But it's right there.
Right down the road.
Are we there yet?
What happens when when two people food it? Is it +1 to both or what?
It
I
is
think
plus
so.
one to both as well.
Okay.
Everyone make sure to have their D6s on deck.
That's a no for me, dog.
That's enough.
That's an ouch from me.
Hey, you get 4.
That's fucking
Or is that
insane,
6?
dude. I swear to God, every single time I roll for rations, I'm rolling a D4. Like, that load of good that +12 is doing me.
I mean, it turned it from a nothing into a 4.
I guarantee you that will not make a break point, so it might as well be a nothing.
It's a couple extra copper we don't have to spend, if nothing else.
How many
We get
rations does
spent
the party
copper
have
again.
right now?
88.
Do you want to potentially... Is that after the 70's been reduced?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. It might be wise for the party to go to half rations next Sebastian turn if they have not, otherwise
haven't made
secured
it
it.
there. God, if we haven't made it to the dwarves by next Sebastian turn,
My head's gonna hurt.
yeah.
Brain hurty
And
juice.
your tummy's gonna
Golden-
rumble.
Golden, that's a 20, by the way.
God damn, nice.
Yeah, 5, 2, 2, 5, 6.
Okay. My 13 gets up to a 14 because of averages, because Tefrid is teaching me.
Yippee!
My D6 swing low. Oh, but these have to roll well.
Yeah, obviously.
That's how you can learn how to be better at foraging. Good?
I have
Yeah,
a +12!
That's the funny part.
Mm.
I don't know, skill issue.
I think it's quite the opposite. Luck issue.
Yeah, luck is a skill.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is that a...
So
Sure,
true.
you would say that.
Only by casting aside reason does
the
one
skill
truly
issue is-
gamble.
It's
Me
also
not
a
being
feat.
in a level is me not being a level 11 rogue.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Oh,
We'll
actually,
get
be
there,
kind of
don't worry.
goated here.
Yeah, that's gonna go hard.
Unfortunately, Tefrid is not proficient in the untyped gathering checks.
Not yet.
Ooh, sure. Anyway,
That
it
that
is
is actually.
the,
Oh, yeah, later.
it is the 41st, correct?
It is the 31st.
All right.
The wind
Oh,
blows
fuck.
and howls, the snow falls all around. It's gentler in the morning and it gets more severe over the course of your travel. You move at
Hey,
a pace
fellas.
of 2.
Yeah, that's
So-
what I was going to mention.
So, over the course of
3
6
days,
days-
we move 2 hexes.
yeah,
Oh, this is gonna suck.
this is gonna suck.
Yeah.
All right.
Water.
Well, that's only if you're traveling along the
We, unfortunately, the
Along
boat
the
is
mountains.
broken.
The boat's broke. Yeah.
Oh, did
The
it?
river is
Yep.
frozen over, however, so it does not
I
have
guess
a
we could
penalty to
go-
cross. Tundra
Do we
tundra
wanna
tiles
risk
are
the
just 2
snowfield?
movement, so it's 1 per day on each tundra tile.
So it would be better to go to the tundra and follow the tundra.
Yeah. The game is currently paused.
So, here's my question. Do we want to risk any of the other stuff we might encounter in the tundras?
Mountains
The weather
versus
might-
tundra.
have-
I'll take tundra.
Why
every
do we
time.
have any reason to believe that would be
The
any
fact that it's
worse
a
than the
colder
mountains?
base... The fact that it's a colder base for the tile might mean that it has a worse weather for us.
Oh, true.
I'm not sure if it does, but
Can we see that from here, from across the river?
I mean, if it does, you'd be able to tell before you finish your movement, and so trivially, since you're probing about the question as you investigate, you determine the answer to be no. It does not have a
Okay.
different weather currently. It is.
I thought you meant like enemies, BBQ. I was like, what?
Ah, yeah. It is.
I also thought you meant
exactly
enemies.
one
I'm like,
value.
I'll take a polar bear over like anything in the mountains anytime.
This is the highest value that you can have before it would be blizzard in the snow.
Okay.
Alright.
I can't wait to move 2 tiles this entire Bastion turn and then storm.
1, 2, 3,
so that's
4.
43rd.
Oh motherfucker. Okay. It's curvy Q bullshit again.
Yep.
I'm happy. I promise. I'm just
And then
we're starving to death.
so we're on the 43rd.
Mm-hmm. Oh, is that 43rd?
Yep.
Yep.
Each one is 2 movement.
Yep. Okay.
44th.
Stop here. While you're resting
Shit.
out for the day, Golden starts to feel something rather strange. While he and Tefrid are up, looking around the camp. It may not be a guard action in full, but it's still part of the routines. Something clicks in Friend's mind for a moment, and he feels something drawing him slightly to the northwest. The mountains also start looking unreasonably jagged and insurmountable to the northeast as a separate condition. It would be exceptionally difficult to cross these mountains.
Good thing there's a frozen river.
Right, it's holy, so like it's fine, right? We will not fall in.
So 44th. Let's follow Friend's judgment.
I agree.
Is this the first time he's seen snow?
Probably.
Oh yeah.
No. We had a winter before this.
Yeah, but I don't think you ever had a snow effect because I think you were traveling around like plains and stuff.
I know you're not used to it, BBQ, but
Yeah.
there can be winters where it doesn't snow.
That's like, how Midwest of you.
This is fucking bullshit. If it's winter, there needs to be snow. It's not a
If
real
it's
winter
there needs to be
otherwise.
Snow?
This is
Oh, really?
bullshit.
If a place like Texas sees a snowflake, everyone immediately dies.
It is true.
So that's the anti-woke propaganda, is to eliminate snowflakes so Texas doesn't die.
Anyway, on the 44th, let's head northwest if there are no objections.
Northwest. All right.
Why Texans hate Austin so much.
someone.
As you travel across this river, this sensation starts drawing you stronger and stronger to an ever more specific area. As you narrow it down and begin to track it, you eventually find yourself in a small area that's ever so slightly secluded.
What the fuck was that?
Uh-oh.
What the fuck was that?
That's ever so slightly secluded from some of the nearby
Wow, we're in Bartiza.
windstorms.
Oh, we got the Bartiza.
Huh?
Oh, it's right down the road, guys.
Oh, you dragged some of us to a different map.
Ah,
Yeah.
I see. It has not updated the.
I just
You can-
manually
oh,
moved it. I saw the new one appear.
Hey, a question. I learned Find Steed. Would I have been able to cast it? I don't know if that would have made any sense to do in this awful place.
Can you make sled dogs?
Sled
I
dog.
can.
I think the two
Depending
of
How
you
big
should
of a
be
sled
able
dog?
to-
Make sled moose?
Are you not able to click up the top? The
I
map?
can. I'm just asking.
Okay.
Like
Oh.
Are you willing
the
to
rest of the party would it have
while
made
we're
sense
out
for me to
wilderness?
have done this? I don't think anyone cares. So yes, I would have.
Okay.
I'm
Can I have a
gonna
warhorse,
try
please? I'm expending my spell slot now.
that. Okay. Sounds good.
Thank you.
What more in they
Reasonable.
horse?
Oh,
There you
here
go.
we are.
Everybody should be here now. As Friend makes his way, leading him and the rest of the party through this area of mountain snow and bits that peek out of damp but still frozen over mud and stone. Eventually, he finds a small hole in the ground where there's clearly been a bit of activity. That is this hole here. There's a small bit as even from a distance you're able to see that the area has been disturbed, but as what, by what, you can't determine from here. It gives you a sense of not violence, but Friend has a disdain, like this is something that needs to be fixed.
His hole was made for him.
Jumps into the hole. This hole was made for Rat.
Hiraway, would you mind making me an investigation as you were the first one to get to that area?
I would love to make an investigation check.
Whoop investigating, they check.
Who out investigating they she? Who else out investigating they she?
Rathu is always investigating, is she?
You know what, it makes sense, he's closer to the ground.
He is so close. What I was going to ask once people's rolls went over is, are there any tracks? Are there anything imprints in the snow that would lead into a direction?
That you don't even need to
Is there
check
anything?
for. There are no tracks anywhere.
Okay.
Please do make your check, Rathu.
Rathu McConaughey? Guidancing as well.
One of the things
Oh.
you're able to determine as you're here is that while there may not be tracks, there's certainly evidence that there was activity here a good while ago. There's a few spare pieces of metal and pitons. Apparently, a group of people at some point had descended down into there and have not since returned. There's also a small pack of supplies if you want to go ahead and add 4 tenths of a loot roll.
Love these. I love these little.
Does that push you over?
segments of a loot roll. Nope, it puts us at 7/10.
Okay. Looking down into the hole, there's a very gentle hue of light as it reflects out through the dark walls of the cave. And there's this just gentle red and pink emanation that lightly coats the wall.
So we
Inside.
send someone down. We do have rope.
Bren does not volunteer to go first, seeing as he's the heaviest.
Hmm.
As Tefra
Brad's head
gets
is just down
closer,
the hole
he's
looking
able to
in it.
notice that there's actually a bit of warmth coming up from inside this hole.
Ooh, that's a bad thing, probably. Yeah, that probably isn't good. I'm gonna grab a rope.
Well, actually,
Okay.
before anything else, I have an easy solution. Hero is going to send his owl in and look through her eyes.
Alright. You send it down, and you can tell that there's a bit of magical disruption going on, so I won't give you the full, like, actually dragging you to the picture. But it's a relatively small enclosed area where the black walls gradually give way to white stone. There is purple stone underfoot, along with a reddish-pink crystal in the center. There are a few supplies on the ground, namely a rope that apparently seemed to have fallen, as well as a fair bit of moss and vines that grow around. While you're not able to get the clearest picture as you travel around with the familiar, it's clear that there are no living creatures inside the area.
Not even the remains of any?
Not even the remains of any.
Doesn't look terribly dangerous. There's something disrupting the connection between myself and my familiar, but unless this crystal in there starts suddenly deciding to become a hazard.
How deep?
How
was
big
it?
is the crystal?
Crystal's probably about 7 feet tall and about
Jesus
a foot
Christ.
in diameter. As for how far down it is, it's probably only about 25 or so feet from, like, floor to entrance of hole.
Fantastic. So this 50 feet of rope that I'm gonna tie around this big rock here.
Totally works. And it is
Totally
well
works.
mounted into the ground because the snow has covered a large section of it. It's at least like 2/3 underground. It is well secured.
Flashbang Cave.
That was my
crystal
thought, too.
or the stone remind me of that.
Yes.
Okay.
Be careful.
Listen, if it's Flashbang Cave, this might have something to do with the dwarves. Should have
It's
something to
a
do with the dwarves.
possibility. I didn't see any doors down there or anything of the sort, though.
Uh-uh.
Then again, this may be a way marker of some kind.
Interesting place to put it underground. I guess it makes sense for dwarves. Alright, I'm gonna tie the rope around my waist and I'm going. Yeah, I'm gonna lay the rope. I'm gonna put the lay the rope down. I'm gonna rappel down the rope into the like.
Very good. Tefra makes his way down. There's a bit of plants at the bottom to cushion his fall. It's a strange blue, somewhat tendrily plant, but it doesn't strike you as bizarre other than its color as you land on it. It's not like it reaches out and grabs you or anything. It's so warm here, in fact, that a few of the rocks have small puddles of water forming within them. It seems, to the best of all of your estimations, to be safe for everyone else to come down as well.
Alright. If you guys want to cut down the rope, should be safe.
Rat eyes
There's
it. And
actual
listens.
pools of water down here?
Yep.
That's weird.
What's the temperature like? Oh,
It's not like it's warm, but it's just not cold. It's probably like 50 degrees-ish. Enough
Shit,
that
it
it's
feels
no longer
warm then.
freezing. Yeah.
Warm is relative.
As friend, per his previous statement, is the last one to make his way down, given the potential concerns for weight. As he does, he starts to not feel unease, but almost feel a bit of anger, a bit of something is wrong here, something is deeply unsettling for him and him alone.
He tries not to make it obvious.
The whispers of the wind above the hole begin to feel a lot more like words as they start to whistle through the cave. What's the party up to?
Hero is going to have his familiar on the surface, and he's going to keep watch through her.
Yep. I will let you know if something changes on the surface.
Thanks.
As Rat approaches this obelisk of crystal, it is exceptionally clear, and it almost has a bit of a kaleidoscope effect as you look through the shining gleam of the crystal, and you see what looks like a different cave on the other side of it. As you move around the crystal, what is shown on the other side moves around as well.
Well, I don't want to get flashbanged by a crystal, but I am curious about whatever that might be.
As you get closer and closer, you just gradually feel weaker and weaker each step you take.
I will turn back to the group, put both of my hands up and say, hey, I don't know what's going on in that corner of the cave, but I think I might know why this little warm spot has been abandoned. I don't know how safe we'd be if we went closer.
As Kaio takes note of that, Friend starts to get filled with even more anger and rage. It feels very, not uncontrollable, but it feels very innate, very core to your being. Eventually, the whispers overhead begin to manifest into words only for him, as these whispers slowly form into a voice. Old. Skoreu. Golden, if you don't mind taking a few steps towards the plant.
He sort of starts looking around at seemingly nothing as he's taking more steps forward. Does he feel the same weakness as Kaio did?
Not at all.
Okay.
Eventually, it gets louder, loud enough that everyone else is able to hear. However, for Friend, as it sounds like it's coming from the surface, from everyone else, it sounds like it's coming from Friend in a completely different voice than what Friend sounds like. Skoreu. Rip it out, rend it, tear out its life, tear out that thing.
Don't like that.
Is he able to identify what it is as he gets closer?
As you get closer, what you identify it as is an enemy. It is wicked. It is one of the worst things you have ever seen. It just leaves you with nothing but disdain for it, and you want it gone immediately.
Well, as much as the foreign influence is telling him to do that, he's also remembering what Bitter Trunk has taught him about, killing things. And he's trying to think before acting.
Go ahead and give me a wisdom save. As you get close to this flower of dripping ichor and meat and blood, begins to flare up a bit. For everyone else, well, actually for everyone, the crystal begins to glow briefly, and you find yourself on the inside of it looking out. You're in a completely different cave with another crystal completely similar to this. Golden, you are currently there as friend as well. Everyone else can see their own bodies on the other side of the crystal, like the current scene where they previously were. And friend's body is continuing to move towards the plant. So friend, you're able to see through the crystal as essentially what looks like a different version of you walking towards the plant.
I can still move though.
Yes, so you still move wherever you are in, like, this alternate version. Like, from inside the crystal, you're in a room, there's a few offshoots of it. You can move around in there completely fine. Everyone else's body seems to be asleep here, while the core version here on this screen moves towards the plant and slowly reaches down and begins to uproot this flower.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Would I be immediately jolted out of seeing through my familiar's eyes because of the,
You would not.
Oh, I'm not counted as more than 100 feet away from it?
Nope.
Huh.
Very importantly.
So,
Well, if that's the case, call her back down to the cave and try and have her, do something to, like, jostle that sleeping body of mine awake.
You move down, it pushes on the body, you feel as the part that it pushes on gets, pressed here, and none of your attempts seem to work. However, his friend reaches down and uproots this flower. The crystal begins momentarily to start to scream, and all of you are jolted back into this version of reality after a brief and significant flash. I'm going to deafen the stream for a moment because I have a message to send to each of you, and each of you is allowed to ask a question about it.
Lovely.
I would like to add, at this point, friend is probably about to destroy it if nothing else happens.
Makes sense. Of you ends up experiencing this sensation as all of your other senses are numbed completely as you're on your transition back to reality. You have a few moments to attempt to observe another small part of the situation before we return to this world. Please DM me if you have one question about it.
I guess, what do you mean by question about the situation?
Just like another part of that sense that you can, like, that is a thing that you experience while doing it, and all of your other senses are numbed on your way back. So just if there's anything unclear about that is what I mean. Or if there's something else you try to focus on while you have that brief moment.
Curious.
In the absence of any further questions, I believe we will rejoin the scene. If anyone still needs a moment, say I or DM. Alright. His friend finishes uprooting this blood flower. A brief shrill echoes through the caves, and each of you, after that flash of experience, returns to your normal forms. Friend, you feel invigorated by it. A part within you is deeply satisfied. For most people, it might be something akin to the thrill of a kill, and it's strange, it's unusual, it's very against your standard temperament, but you are fully in control once more. You feel like this is what you were made to do, and yet it leaves you a little confused about it all. The crystal remains in the center, slightly fractured, but otherwise present.
Friend, are you okay? What just happened?
I'm not sure, but I am alright.
What happened?
Nothing we didn't have any further part of.
You were very quiet there.
Yep.
Kai was kind of feeling his limbs, making sure that he has sensation everywhere because that was very disorienting.
Yeah.
Everyone
he-
has all of their senses about, or at least all of them that you'd normally have.
He kind of
Right. All
sh-
night.
shakes his head as if trying to clear it of some lingering thought, and then looks to the rest of the group and says, I heard something while he was dealing with whatever that was.
Rat dry heaves a couple of times as he's rubbing at his snout repeatedly.
Did any of you have hallucinations?
I certainly hope it was hallucinations. That was weird.
Visions, not hallucinations.
I didn't see anything, I just heard.
I just felt. Sorry, tasted. No, I tasted.
Tasted?
Yeah.
I think I'd prefer the sound.
A vision doesn't have to be visual.
No, but we're 3 down, Rat. What happened to you?
He dry heaves again and crinkles out.
Hmm.
Oh.
Hmm?
That means. Friend, did you have anything like that?
He does not want to. Well, not that he doesn't want to. He's still kind of just like trying to absorb everything, kind of like looking around.
Well, if we if we put this all together, maybe we get a picture.
Maybe.
I heard water falling. What sounded like a fire sputtering out. And I think a woman's voice just saying yes. But I didn't hear what she was being asked.
I felt a body torn, wounds opened, re-tearing as each step plodded along the ashen earth.
Yours is much worse than mine. Mine was reassuring.
That's horrific. Yeah. Mine wasn't. It was like a sharp. Use your word acrid. But I also tasted ash. And well, it was oh damn. Weird though. Alien almost.
Fire seems to be a recurring theme here.
So was water.
Rat postures himself against the little broken pieces of rock and gestures towards Hiroe and then gestures towards the gathered group as he begins to speak in Draconic. I smelled that awful stench of burning flesh, rot, and the end. Air heavy, wet. Too many things, too many. As he just shakes his head.
Hiroe relays that to the rest of the party.
I think I got wet. Oh, there's a lot more there. Okay. So fire and water?
And a lot of death.
Yeah. I didn't really get death in mind. Well,
What if we're thinking small? What if it isn't water? What if it's the damp of blood?
No, the sound was very clearly like the spray you would hear from a waterfall. It was
I've tasted blood before. This wasn't blood. At least
I only
knowing
question
what I've ever
because
had.
there was no sensation of water in mine.
Hmm.
Mine was more like humidity.
Blood remains not when flesh is scorched.
Brad brings up a good point.
He just shakes his snout again.
And what of you, friend?
He sits down on the rock as he begins to speak. I saw what I think was a woman. Tall, with white skin, and flowers sprouting from her eyes and shoulders. But tries to find the words for it. When I saw her, all I could feel was anger. But I don't know why.
The voice that I heard was definitely a woman, and she seemed powerful, but also gentle. I didn't sense anger.
I may be able to offer a slight bit more insight. I was able to glean small additional sensations. There was a sense of power behind the body I was inhabiting, but restrained power as if that body was chained up. And the sensation of heavy plates of armor upon that body, and the sensation of missing an eye. Now, I can't say for sure if it was a sensation of having lost an eye, or having never had that eye to begin with. But friend, given what I understand of you, I wouldn't be surprised if the body I inhabited in my vision was akin to yours. One of your kind.
He doesn't respond, he kind of just stares.
Well, that's an interesting theory, but I taste it. Can you taste?
I don't think so. It's not like there's a need for it.
Have you ever tried?
He
I guess
shakes his
it's
head.
not really possible. Is it possible? I don't think so.
He gets up and starts looking around the cave for anything else of relevancy.
It looks like there may have at one point been other parts to this cave, but many of them have since collapsed and fallen in. There is very little aside from gentle moss coverings that take shelter from both the cold and the dry of above.
Not to interrupt too much, but Ara, did you end up making the perception check for guarding? I'm sorry.
I didn't. I was not prompted to, so I didn't do it.
Okay. Please do so. Unlucky.
Of note, that is normally supposed to be a DM roll, but...
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I can delete this if you want, if you've already done it.
No, I don't. I mean, like, you're supposed to privately DM roll that to me.
I don't really guard that often, because as you can see, I'm bad at it. I will say I'm studying perception, so I'll be less bad at it soon.
Go and give me your private DM roll.
Sure. Hopefully this... Yes.
The question.
Nope, that didn't work. Okay.
Answer.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, it did.
No, because it should be
did.
like a blind
Oh,
GM
you're
roll. I
saying a
shouldn't do it.
blind
well.
GM roll,
Ah,
not
I
a
see.
private.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay. That is different, although it's so similar, I don't know why they do it like this. Is it working? Yes, okay, great.
Okay. Chad, what was your question?
Did I have a question?
You started to.
I don't remember even starting.
Oh,
asking a
true,
question.
Betty.
Well, this was very comfortable and warm. That crystal looks interesting. We're not dying in a cave anymore. But this also isn't getting us any closer to those dwarfs, I don't think.
Right. We have a limited amount of time before our rations run out. Let's get going.
Yes.
Why am I concentrating?
Why are you concentrating? You can't just
It's
ask
just
someone
being
why
dumb.
they're concentrating.
Is there something? Oh, I never ended my concentration on web, I guess.
Sure.
Hmm.
Somewhere a spider loses its home.
Through that. I know
as-
exactly where.
As you make your way out of the cave, let's see. I think this one's probably right. Actually, can each of you give me a d20? Just a flat d20?
Sure. Do you want a blind roll or a regular?
Regular's fine.
God damn it.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah, baby! That's what I'm waiting for.
Alright, Tefford, Knack, roll again.
I'm a professional at death rolling for all my gold. You'll never beat me.
Well, he's right. You didn't beat him. You know what that means.
Fish.
Fish.
Ooh.
Ooh, 1-3 versus 1-3. Unfortunately, 1-3 beats 1-3.
Alright.
Knack. As you begin to exit the cave, you begin to have a few memories that feel a bit like deja vu as you're looking around the remaining area of some of the nearby tundra. You seem to have recalled traveling through here a while ago, or at least having watched someone travel through here a while ago. You personally have access to the memory that was that flashback in the Flashbang Cave of the woman trudging through the snow. In doing so, you lead the party ever so slightly off to the side and find a small path that is much more hospitable to travel through the snow in.
Please tell
This
me it
acts
only
as a
takes one
road.
movement. Oh, thank God.
Okay.
Alright, so 46.
This would be the 45th, wouldn't it?
So 41st, 42nd, 43rd, 44th, 45th. It would be the 46th for our next movements.
You're currently the 45th. You just did
Oh,
it. 41st
okay.
was moving here.
Yep. Okay.
42nd,
Okay. Yeah, I see what you mean.
43rd.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So 45th.
44th.
Let's mosey.
Do we follow the road, not the river?
The river is borderline impassable. Or
Right.
Wait, why did-
unfollowable.
BBQ, why did you count 2 movement moving to this tile?
It is 2 movement, it's not 2 days.
Yeah, you counted 2
Yeah.
days moving to this tile.
Shit.
You went
My
41st,
bad.
42nd. Because it's
Okay.
1, 2,
Yep.
3,
Yep. Yep.
4.
Yep. Yep. Listen, my brain is hurty.
All good.
Not
So
like
we're
actual
on
brain hurty, but like
24 to
struggling
45.
to. Anyway, let's mosey.
1, 2,
46.
3. 1, 2,
47.
Stop.
3. Oh,
Okay, so 1, 2, 1, 2.
You're halfway through traveling for the day.
oh shit, you're right.
When as you're traveling down the road through some of this, well, not even really road, just along this path that seems to be somewhat easier to follow for a reason that you have yet to discern aside from its practicality. The party is traveling through one of the ravines, giving them a tiny bit of shelter from the storm, making it much more manageable, when Kaio notices a small glint in the snow above and quickly helps push Rat and Hiroe out of the way as a rock comes slamming down where they previously were standing. The party hears a few words being exchanged from very high upon a cliff. We will be back in just a few minutes. We're gonna go ahead and take a break.
Alright.
Hello, hello. Welcome back, everyone.
Hello.
As the party is traveling down in a slight ravine to help protect them from a lot of the elements as this windy storm continues onwards, Kaio eventually catches a glimpse of rocks falling down the side towards where Hiroi and Red are. He pushes the two of them out of the way just before the rock lands where they would have been. The party hears a few words being discussed between two rather large guttural creatures. Kaio and Friend have a slight understanding of a few of the words, but...
No, I'm just expecting to get beaten up.
Yep. A few of the words before one of them clearly calls out in a language that only Friend understands a little bit of. They say something about food. As to anything else, you have no idea what they're talking about. A few seconds go by and one of them speaks to the other. Maybe they speak in stupid tongue. You leave us, Yumby.
Do we have a Yumpy to leave?
We have a little bit of Yumby, like that we could spare.
We'd literally die, though.
Well, the other one ends up yelling across. No, they got two Yumbies. Leave us both Yumbies.
How about this? You leave us be, and you get to keep your miserable lives.
Oh, threat, that what we're doing?
Go ahead and give me an intimidation with, actually probably just a high DC, probably
Can I-
not,
Hold on. Can I assist by activating Giant's Might?
yeah,
Okay.
Night guidance.
if you want to. I mean, keep in mind, if initiative is rolled, I will count these as having been your actions of, like, that round. If initiative starts, like, right now.
So, if he uses Giant's Might to help, would that be advantage?
I'll just apply it as a modifier.
Okay.
We'll see how close it is, and if it's close enough, then I'll have to figure out if it actually matters or not.
You got one.
If I fail, then I'm going to use Fortune from the Many to add a +3.
One of them laughs a little. Oh, he funny. Okay, I like you. You leave only one Yumby.
So, Fortune from the Many brings up to a 19.
The result stands.
Okay. Well, we'll just leave one of you, then.
They are a lot of rations, probably.
Do we feel comfortable eating
I would
things that
like
stink?
to know what Hiroi's Friends and Rat's AC currently is.
I'm not
17.
in Bladesong, so it's currently just a 15.
Rats a little 15.
Intimidating.
As combat starts, a rock goes down and slams, crashing through, I believe, all of you, so just the shockwave is close enough that it affects each of you.
Okay.
Does that count as an attack?
Yep.
Okay. If it hits, I am popping a Moonlight Aegis.
It hit, given its attack roll.
Okay.
Can I use my fighting style to intercept the highest damage value to whoever got hit by it within 5 feet of me?
We can walk through step by step. Like, I can tell you either Rats or Heroes first, and you can tell me if you want to intercept to that one or not.
Okay, I'll do Rats first because Hiroi just used his shield.
Alright. Rat's damage is 17 bludgeoning.
Oh, bludgeoning this shit.
So I'll do that and roll that. So 7
That would actually-
plus 3
Yeah, so that
is
goes
the
up to
damage
10.
reduced.
10, so 7 damage taken then.
Kiroi, you take 12, and Friend, you take 22.
Reasonable.
Oh wait, I need to.
That is
need to
before
fix
any
that.
damage reductions from like shields or.
How much was mine? 22.
Yeah.
Okay, that's down to 19.
And what was your AC before the metallic dragon?
15 goes up to 18.
Okay. It stands.
Okay.
Encounter.
Yep.
Don't crush the Yummy.
You know, I was hoping for higher than a 10, and I guess I got it.
I got a 10.
And friend?
1 second.
Yep.
My NPC, my
Oh,
roll
okay.
NPC's button is not working.
But incredible.
There we go. As the very first action, one of the hunting birds remains pouched on this mountain beast shoulder. The other one to the north picks up a rock and throws it onto this. It attempts to throw it onto the tile, if I can actually do it properly, right here. It successfully throws it to that tile. With a 18 to AC. Is your AC boost still active, Hero?
No.
Okay. Friend, what is
And
your
besides,
AC?
even if
17.
it did, meets beats.
Okay, fair enough.
AC is a DC.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
As it lands resoundingly in the center of the trivia, you each take. Actually, I need to work through it piece by piece. Hero, you're 17.
Okay.
Rat is 11.
I don't even know where I am.
You're underneath Friend. Speaking of Friend is pretty lucky. He's taking 7. Nasty Teprid is even luckier, taking 6.
I'd like to uncanny dodge that. I'd like to take 3 instead.
Okay, I guess. The other hunting board also does not act. Teprid, it is your turn.
Debating whether we make a break for it or.
The rock is now on this tile. As you can see, tiles that have rocks on them are considered difficult terrain.
Mm-hmm. Can't really get to them. Okay. I think Teprid is going to move up to here. How far past the end of this pass is there? How far does it have to look? Does it look like we'd have to get for safety? We don't like safety from these things.
Probably a good little bit. Give me an intelligence roll real quick.
Would survival suffice?
Yeah, actually. That makes sense. That works. One of the things you do discern while you're attempting to figure out ways to get at least some degree of safety is that they're going to have a pretty hard time, given the shape of the cliffs, to throw if you're on the cliff that's closer to them. They're going to have a hard time hitting you.
Okay.
Okay.
How high is this cliff right here? Is it a 45 or 35 foot sheer cliff or?
It's most of the way up. There's like parts where it's got a little bit of grounding, so you could mantle it in sections.
And these blue pieces, is this addressing the blue tiles?
Yeah.
Or?
The only things that are important are the rocks. The rocks are difficult terrain. Everything else is just different forms of snow and ice and.
And I will be here. Was it my action to search, or to make that deduction? I will hold my action in case an enemy approaches me, such as a bird, for example.
Hiroi.
Alright. Hiroi is going to pop Blade Song, increasing his AC to 19. And so 5 getting to the corner. 10,
Those
15,
are difficult
20.
terrain.
Okay, so 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. And he's going to pop a second level Cure Wounds targeting himself.
Okay.
Just giving himself 17 HP back.
Pretty good.
Okay, so just- And that's the end of turn.
Alright. Kaio.
Oh, the hunting birds aren't doing anything.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to ask out loud, should I do something big, or do we think we can handle this without that?
Crush them.
Okay. As a bonus action, I'm going to do something that I haven't done yet, which is activating Innate Sorcery. My eyes begin to glow as I am swept up by a wind that affects nobody else. This does make my DC 1 higher, and I am going to point my staff at the lower creature. I'm not even sure what it is. And I'm going to cast a Ball Lightning here. So that it does not hit my friend Tefrid.
Yeah, it would not. That is, he's
Yeah,
well
elevation.
outside the radius of
Oh,
it.
perfect. Okay, so yeah, Ball Lightning, DC is 16. And if they fail, they take 25 damage. Not very good.
It's about average.
Let's see if I just do this. Is this gonna do it?
28 is the average, so this is a little bit below average.
There we go. Now that's funny. Oh wait, never mind. Okay, it just colors them red or green based on success. Okay, okay. I was like, wow, that's multiple of those. Okay.
So does anyone fail?
Yes. Give me 2 seconds. All right, we are good. Oh, okay. Never mind. That I see that. I have to mark each individual one. Okay. So that one's correct, and this one needs to have half of that back. Okay. There we go. 2 of them have failed. 1 of them succeeded.
Okay. I mean, hey, I'm happy. That was my big spell for this encounter. I am... You know what? Let me go here. Sure. I'm leaning up against the wall, so he can't hit me back. That's my turn now.
Okay. Neck.
Rat is going to
believe
mimic
you're-
the turn.
Legalize nuclear bombs.
Spark Spite. I'm going to use one of the fireballs, bringing it down to 1 charge left, which is a Rat's DC, right? Yes, 16 DC for 23 fire damage. I rolled even lower.
Hey! That makes me feel
So,
better.
No matter what. Actually, wait. They do have one. Okay. Was the other one a dexterity save?
Yes.
Okay. Then, hold on. Yeah. And then how much damage?
Evasion on birds. 23.
Okay. No, sorry, the save is 16.
Yes, the save is 16.
So that's 12 goes. This one is. There we go. It has been done. As you
And then-
cast this hurl of fire, which travels up along the cliff and detonates in front of them.
And I cannot control Rat because I'm
Can you
below
move friend down by 1 space real quick?
Nope, there you go.
5, 10, 15, 20 in the corner.
Very wise. Friend.
So am I currently on a rock tile?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I think you're big enough that you can ignore the difficult terrain.
Okay, I was just gonna say, at the very least, because I'm 2x2,
Mhm.
only count moving off as
Yeah.
one instance of difficult terrain, but that's fine too. So 5, 10. Are these rocks?
They are rocks, but not for you.
Okay. 15, 20. From here, I will Thorn Whip. Let me target him first. This guy, and try and pull him down off the cliff face.
Thorn Whip is 30-foot range.
He's
But
35 feet up.
Oh.
Damn.
Oh!
He's 35 feet up, but Friend is 5 feet taller. Because he's 10 by 10.
I mean, I still have movement.
Well,
I can get
okay.
closer.
Yeah, I think you spend a little bit of your movement slightly mantling, slightly climbing up the cliff, just like a few feet, and you think you can just barely get within range of trying to yoink him.
I'll go for his leg.
Mm-hmm.
The yonky splunky.
That's a hit.
Damn.
Yoy.
It falls part way down the. Let's see, what's the damage? There, and then it takes a little bit of extra as it falls down. Turn.
I really want to action surge and attempt to grapple just so he can't get back up there, but
He's also
Action
out
surge?
of range.
is he?
Yes,
Oh,
he's
damn.
still 25 feet up.
Action surge and do it again.
It's so fucking based.
I will second wind to get health back.
Nice.
And then end my turn.
We've all clumped here, haven't we?
Mm-hmm.
Indeed, you have. That's good for Rat though.
It ends up yelling out in some language that y'all do not understand.
Oh no, the horse! The mule! The diggle! Shit.
They're all a little lower than their things indicate, probably about 10 feet lower.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna jump crashing down right next to everyone. Can y'all give me a strength saving throw
Oh boy.
to maintain your footing? Friend, I think auto passes.
Also because he's a bit higher up. Probably.
Mhm.
All of us, or just the ones adjacent?
Just the three of them.
Oh,
Tepper, you...
by the way, the overlay is not back.
Hmm?
Fern just informed me.
Oh, so true.
Sorry.
Tepper, you are knocked prone, and it's going to attempt to grab you and slam you around a bit.
Is there an associated attack roll?
There is. It first goes for a bite on you.
Did that hit?
Well, we don't know yet.
Okay.
Do you want me to? What are
I'm
you
just asking
considering
'cause
doing?
I have a censure.
Okay. What's that do?
Silvery barbs.
Okay, okay. It did hit.
Okay. No, it didn't.
How does that work with advantage since he's making an attack on,
He just rolls another d20.
Okay.
And you choose which one he picks, I think? Oh no, he uses the lower
Use the
roll.
lower roll.
Okay. Yeah.
Right, of the two or of the three is my important
Yeah.
part.
You just choose the lower one. It's very good against advantaged attacks.
Okay, then that
Mhm.
does cause
My
it to
text-
miss because the first attack it made, it rolled a 6, and the later
Okay.
ones were 14 and 15 as its
That's
actual
fine.
rolls. So that does cause
You know
it.
Teford can have advantage.
Okay. And then as its third and final part of the multi-attack, it tries to swipe you. That is a connection this time.
Who is this against?
Teford.
Teford.
Oh no, little guy.
Prone
Oh, wait.
target.
He also got a reaction when entered the adjacent space, didn't he?
Yeah, that was his
He very
trigger for his
specifically-
held
Yeah, sure,
action.
go for it.
Yep. Which, if this one, you do have disadvantage because you immediately went prone, but
Can we knock this man prone? Can we give this man a prone condition?
Teford, go ahead and make your attack as I will say that the two of you exchange blows.
Okay.
it would be with disadvantage to the prone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So no
He couldn't
sneak
have-
attack, sadly,
He couldn't have
but
stabbed when he was on the way down, since that's when he actually entered the
Yeah.
space.
That is a hit. By one.
Keep in mind, you do have the radiant segment of your weapon. You can, when you get hit, reaction to blind it.
But then you
how
couldn't
much
also
damage
use
did I
the
take from the? How much damage did I take?
19.
Okay, so I think on this one I'm gonna do the dodge.
Reasonable.
I think on 19 I'll take the half damage.
I can also intercept
Do
it if
you
you
have
want.
any resistances to either slashing or cold?
Nope.
Alright. Give me a constitution saving throw. Unless
so
friend is
it's-
intercepting and taking some of it.
This is down
Probably
to
best
what?
to intercept, yeah.
10 or 9 damage.
Sorry. If it matters, it is 10 slashing, 9 cold.
I'm uncanny dodge.
He's asking how it halves.
Oh. 5 and 4.
So 9.
Is friend using the interception?
Yeah, because that could potentially reduce it to 0.
Okay.
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 Go for it.
Oh, sorry.
And it
They
does.
reduce it to 0.
Excellent.
That was the impact.
You do not need to make a constitution saving throw.
Fantastic. Okay.
No sneak attack though, because he had disadvantage.
You're very correct.
So that would be 5 damage.
Yeah.
Damn, unlucky DA roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other one yells out, "Get the yummies!" I do not want to have the mules selected.
This is why you asked if we would be okay with you targeting the mules.
I mean, partly. And then it attempts to throw a rock, and it does not care that it is probably also going to hit the other mountain beast. It is tossing it over somewhere over there.
Yay!
But you see, ranged attacks made against prone targets have disadvantage.
Ooh.
That is
This
in
is true.
fact an inaccuracy, so I need to figure out where it's gonna go. Give me just a sec. That goes 2 tiles to the left, so that is only hitting Kaio and the other mountain based.
No.
Well,
What
Kaio
is
should
the
be mostly
to
fine,
hit?
right?
Or like, what's the I don't know. What did they get? I have a 16 AC, but I can
I have
cast
not
shield.
rolled the attack yet, just where it's going.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah,
Well-
he's fucking blood bowling this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jesus.
This is the world's worst fucking blood bowl team.
That is a.
Oh, they're doing pretty good.
That is a 19.
Okay. You know what? I will use my reaction to cast shield.
Based.
These folks seem to be getting very high rolls on their attack rolls.
I wonder why that is.
Well, yeah.
The other one gets a big scrape on its leg, then slides down the mountain and makes a single attack on Hero Eye as it makes a claw at it. At Hero Eye, not it.
Yeah.
Which it misses horribly.
Huge.
How far down is he? Now that he's slid down? Okay. Good. Delightful!
What a wonderful idea.
The birds are now rather close to the mules and begin grabbing onto them. Or onto one of them at least.
Is the turn tracker... It looks like it's still,
Yeah, it's still
on
showing
friend.
Brent's turn.
There we go.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Send this motherfucker
These
to Shadow Realm.
birds, friend is able to, or I guess Kaio and Rat are able to tell as they've gotten closer. They The perspective did not do it justice while they were somewhat obscured by the snow and very much higher on. These are like people-sized birds. These
What
are not
size of people?
They are not small creatures. They are standard-sized creatures. Tefred, it is your turn.
Alright. I am gonna get up. I'm gonna 5, 10. Oh, I can't really. Can I move through him?
I'm trying to send it back, but it won't because he's at 5. I'll do that, and then I'll send back, and that should do it. You should be in front of him now.
Alright. 5, 10, 15. I'd like to use my bonus action to dash. I will be taking an attack of opportunity if necessary.
Okay.
1, 2. Once I'm here,
Give me 2 seconds. It misses as it attempts to swipe at you with its claw.
phenomenal. I'd like to.
How does multi-attack normally work with attack of opportunities anyways? Is it just
It
one
doesn't.
type
It
of attack?
It's not.
Yeah, it's
The
just
Yeah,
one
opportunity
attack.
attack is one attack.
Right,
If
okay.
multi- multi-attack was.
It works the exact same way it works for PCs.
Good. Okay.
Yeah. Multi-attack had attack of opportunity. Marshals might be better,
Oh,
but it would also be
what
fucking terrifying.
master
Whoever
property
moved
does the
ever.
Khopesh have anyway?
It's not. It doesn't have reach. What was the question?
I was
What
asking what
master
master
property?
property it has.
I don't remember off the top of my head.
No worries, no worries. That's
No.
something for later anyway.
The
Yeah.
birds are grappling onto the top of one of the mules. They are within reach. Even for someone of stature such as yourself.
I
And guess what a mule is? An ally within 5 feet of the target.
yeah.
Oh,
They are focused on the mule. So it actually works, sir.
Back.
I'm just
Plus,
debating in my head because I've had something in my back pocket for a while. I've got this crystal from Flashbang Cave,
ooh.
but it probably doesn't work how I want it to. I think I just chipped it off something actually.
Yeah, that
Um,
that was a
I think I
lore
just
research
chipped it off to
item.
try to. Yeah, I tried to figure out, and I thinking about it, I don't think I ever looked into that.
No, you never attempted to take a crafting action and actually investigate it.
That was my bad. All right, so it's time for bird murder.
And you take a crafting action to throw it at one of them and see what happens.
True.
The rock hits the bird, it looks at you.
You have to throw it at 2 of the birds.
Yeah, I was about to say if I ricochet, then.
Alright, make your attack.
Is that advantage because of Heroic?
Oh,
Yes,
that's-
actually. Yes, because of censure.
Saved. That's contact.
Then these motherfuckers to the Shadow Realm. Which one are you hitting?
He's hitting
The one
above
immediately on top of me, 18 damage.
it. Alright. It is going to take 9 damage and lose its reaction.
Oh my god, they're rogues.
Oh my, no, they're from fucking Slay the Spire.
Yeah, you just did it 2 more times before its turn comes up. Speaking of it, its turn is up next. What are you doing?
Why did
Anything
all
else
of
for your
them
turn?
move at once?
That's it.
If its turn is next.
They were ordered by the mountain beasts.
I see.
Yeah, the mountain beasts are basically mini warlords. They're just shit at their job.
Is that your turn, Tefred?
Lords.
That's my turn, yes, sorry.
Alright. It's going to attempt to grab onto it properly. That is a success. This one is now latched. If a second one is latched onto it, they can begin to fly off with it. Hero A, it's your turn.
Alright, I've been waiting to do this since the start of the fight, and everything is lined up.
Hello?
I love slow.
I love
Yep.
being slowed.
As he unsheathes the sword and makes a slice into the sky, as that same slice is mirrored in the middle of the area, as a black eye opens, crying that black tar-like substance onto the ground. He says, "You had your chance. There's no escape." And DC 15 Wisdom save from just the 6 shitters, please.
Hero A sees the moon cry.
Surely they all fail and this combat becomes much
Well,
more
so far
manageable.
it's 2 successes, 1 failure. 3 success, 2 failure.
3-3.
They.
Hell yeah!
Now I just have to
can you
figure
please
out
mark which enemies are slowed?
luckily,
Okay.
the... Wait, which beast is this one? I wish it would let me select it if I undo that. Okay, this one... Alright, I will mark the ones that have failed.
Level 6.
Slow. Which one of those looks like a slow?
Snail.
Isn't there one that's a snail?
I thought there was, but I'm not seeing it.
Let me look.
Like, that's the roll 21.
Oh, let's
Is
see.
paralyzed. He's dodging.
It's not a condition, so it makes sense that it wouldn't be, you know.
I'll just mark them as paralyzed, and then 1 and then 1, 2, 3, third one. Okay. There you go. Any effects on saves?
-2 to dexterity saving throws.
Okay. Got it.
And he just steadily walks away from this thing that has had its reaction stripped from it. That
Yep.
is
But here's the
5,
sneaker.
15, 25, 30. And he's going to give Rat the help action with Fey Gift. This being a Fey Gift of Hospitality.
Lovely.
So we each gain 5 THP.
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's all about. Yeah! Oh, not 56.
This hunting bird uses its only action to attempt to grub. And the mule is doing a good job trying to stave it off with its back legs as it is fighting back. Kaio.
Yes. Well. Yes. Difficult situations abound. This thing looks really strong, right? It's very unlikely that it would
strong
fail.
and it smells stinky.
Eaten here.
It's not eating you.
Don't mind me.
Well, yeah, it might change its mind.
You're not a yum baby.
Okay. I will try to telekinetically. Actually, what's their range here? Too far. Is this too far? Would I be able to pull this thing if I have a range of 30 feet? If I move to like, I'm still in the you know, I haven't left this creature's
Considering it's
range.
25 to there, I think it's less than 5 up, so I think it does occupy a cube within range, even if you didn't move, but only barely.
Cool.
Like from
Okay.
here, like this corner spot.
Okay.
It's within
Sure.
range, so I think it's just. I'm willing to fudge it just a touch, even if it's like a foot out there.
You know, I'm happy. Sure, why not? I am going to try to telekinetically pull that creature off the walls that it falls.
Whoa.
Don't tell me it did.
It did.
That's so funny.
That is a nat 1, in fact.
Oh
nice.
yeah, easy peasy.
Okay, I'm adding my
Easiest nat one.
use. And unfortunately, I don't really know what's going on over there, and I don't like it. So I am going to cast a cantrip over that way.
I'm back.
Oh, cannon they trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't you make me a dex save with whatever it is that happens when you're slow? Which one is slow?
-2.
The ones
Minus
that have the
2.
slow marker on them.
Yeah, so the
Oh.
top one and the bottom one.
Okay, which one seems more injured? Top one or bottom?
The bottom one.
Great.
The top
Okay,
one
please
looks
make me
pretty
a
fresh. The bottom one has a little bit of like scarring and like charred wings.
I need a DC 16 Dexterity saving throw, or else you will take 11 radiant damage. It's not a lot, but hey,
That
it's
is
something.
a success, so that's a
Aw.
complete
Nothing.
bypass, right? Yep.
Yep, that's my turn.
Alright, Rat, you have advantage attacking blue target.
What?
You have advantage attacking this bird
Why that bird?
because
'cause
you're
that's the one I
use
used
the
Vegas
help action.
on.
Oh,
Yeah, help
thought-
action on attack has to be against a specific target.
which bird?
North
Oh, the
bird.
top one.
Oh, the fresh one.
Yep.
Isn't this one the most damaged?
No. But it is
What-
damaged.
Oh,
The bottom one is the most damaged.
I see.
Since I am allowed to tell you damage, I'm allowed to tell you that that one is technically at 1 more HP than the one on the left.
True that. I don't know. I'm just considering whether it's worth the advantage to spread damage, or should I just focus damage?
Well, attacks are already not the most effective against the birds because we've seen that they have something like uncanny dodge.
Yeah, well,
Mhm.
this it's uncanny dodge.
Oh, that's
Oh,
it
the
got
north
its
one
turn
also
after.
doesn't have its reaction because it's slowed.
Oh yes, slow.
Oh yeah, none of them have the
Well,
ones that
two.
are.
No. Oh, the
okay.
top and bottom ones don't
N-
have
n-
their
none-
reaction.
Yeah, if you don't interrupt me, I would hear that I would say none of the ones that are slowed have their reaction.
Yeah, sorry.
In which case, I am going to attack the top one with advantage.
Contact.
For 13 piercing damage as a shot rings out.
Straight through the hollow bone as you hear a crack.
And I'll fucking do it again. Oh. That was close. Balancing on the 4. 16 piercing damage.
And it's just bang bang. And it falls from on top of the mule to underneath it as the mule gives it a finishing stomp to make sure that it's dead.
Rat returns around the corner and uses a bonus action to load one of his rounds as he dunks the nozzle into the snow.
Ooh, very
Pull it down.
wise. Very wise. You know what? You probably only take 1 to reload right now.
Oh, for both rounds?
For well, 1 round per 1 bonus action.
Yeah. Okay.
Because currently it's 2 action slash bonus
Yeah,
actions.
it's two combined for 1.
Right, I'm saying you get
Okay,
1
you
for
just
1.
you said it probably only takes 1 round, and I'm like, ooh, does that mean okay? So it's
yeah.
reducing it by 1.
Yeah, it takes 1 action to load it right now
Got
because
it.
you're in a cold environment, so you're able to cycle through it faster.
Huge.
Friend.
Would we say that the mules are mostly safe now?
No.
Okay. I was kind of asking the party, but that's okay. You can
Okay.
answer too.
Not at all.
In
We
that
got one of the
case-
birds, and 2 of them are lower.
Yeah. I am going to cast. Wait a minute. I can't cast Entangle because my spell slots got 8 earlier.
Oh,
Beat the
Smile.
shit out of it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna beat the shit out of this guy then, I guess.
Makes sense.
Oh,
Clonk him.
yep.
the ever-living shit.
Do I roll critical hit?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Crit in question.
Dude, that's such bullshit.
And I would like to use push as part of weapon mastery.
Is that a strength
Two.
save or just it happens?
Let me check. Remember, I pulled it up. I'm pretty sure it just happens.
Yeah, it would kind of suck if it was you have to roll to hit, and then you also have to roll for a DC.
Gotcha.
So you have 2 opportunities to
I'm gonna. Okay, yeah.
Unless you don't want it pushed. Or like a
I was gonna say that way.
Okay.
It's a 10-foot push. And I will move. Do I take any extra movement getting off of here?
No.
5. Where is Tefred? Did I stomp on him? Oh,
No,
he's
he's
over
over
there.
near the birds.
The rock.
5,
It's in the
10,
middle.
15. Position myself there. And end turn. Actually, wait. I have extra attack.
Yep.
Smiling
You still have your
emoji.
action surge.
No, not even with action surge, just default.
No, I
You
know.
also have your action surge.
Whoa.
Does that hit?
Why is he so bright?
You'll see in a moment. Yes,
He's
it
ascending
does.
to heaven.
Yeah, that's a spirit.
The non-crit doing more damage than the crit.
Alright. It has taken the damage. Is that your turn?
Yes.
It lets out a ferocious howl as it starts to get angrier. Its eyes go blue, and much of the snow around it begins to swirl around it as it forms a snowy vortex that begins cycling around it quickly as it starts going really at it. It's going to claw bite you.
Not the claw bite.
The 5e special.
So,
That's a miss.
yay.
See, and here I thought 5e was a bite claw kind of game.
Oh, you know what it is actually?
You know what? It is actually a bite claw, but I'm going to ignore that.
Mhm.
That is a critical hit.
Oh shit. Jesus.
That is 38 damage.
On me?
Yep. Which you do get to reduce at least a little bit, because it is physical damage.
Actually, that's 35 damage.
Can
Yeah,
I,
it may make the difference.
Can I just say no and just redirect it?
Oh!
Uh-oh.
A bird go bye-bye.
Or
Or Yeti go
a
bye-bye.
Yeti go bye-bye.
Yeah.
At choice, whichever one you want.
The Yeti.
Shit.
Yeah, makes sense.
So that's 38 damage to the other
As it
Yeti.
turns out,
Well,
70
less.
HP swing as a reaction is pretty good.
And more than a 70 HP swing. That is 73 HP, assuming that the DR would have gone through. Jesus Christ.
What a fucking rune.
Yeah. Rune Knight strong.
Okay, one more. One less. Just right.
Surely it will not also crit. Inshallah.
Surely the bite. No, but that is a hit unless I'm mistaken.
Moonlight Aegis that shit. Add a +3 to friend's AC.
Plus 3,
20.
20, still a hit. Meets beats.
Damn.
Unless I'm mistaken.
Oh, well, I am getting more used to the Moonlight Aegis.
That is 14 damage. I need you to make me
11.
a Constitution saving throw.
I've never failed those.
Well,
Well, I was adding. I'm keeping track of my heavy armor mastery thing.
alright, you are correct. You never fail those. As the last thing... actually, never mind. That can happen on, like, your quote-unquote turn. This one attempts to do its only action, being a actual grapple. That is enough for a success.
Luckily, it's slowed.
Mm-hmm.
And also it has further half movement speed because it's grappling a creature.
So they are at 50. They are about 10 feet up in the air. The birds are 15. Alright. This beast lumbers on forward, pushes past the other beast because he's not liking what Hero is doing and can just barely get into range with his movement. And he attempts to bite, claw, bite.
Nope, he attempts to do one thing.
That's a single action.
No, one attack, not one action.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
Regardless of the creature's abilities or magic items, it cannot make more than one melee or ranged attack during its turn.
Nice.
Yay!
Slow OP.
Slow OP.
Oh, by the way, the bird does get to try and make another wisdom save at the end of its turn.
Hmm. You're not gonna like it.
Crit.
Yep.
Mm.
And the bird at least keeps its condition.
For now.
Hello?
That is 36 damage.
I would like
Yeah, I'm
to
down.
intercept that,
Oh, okay.
unless you have anything for it.
You don't have
No,
your
I already used my
reaction.
How much does that
Oh, wait,
overkill you
Conrad.
by?
I am still alive.
Oh, damn. How do I have so little HP compared to
And then
everyone?
it
That's
also
crazy.
wants you to make a Constitution saving throw, just in case, not for death saves.
Well,
Oh,
I'm
death
still,
saves aren't a con save.
I'm still gonna roll for interception.
You can't. You don't have a reaction.
From what?
Using the
Use your-
cloud
You
rune.
used it.
Oh, true.
Alright, good. You have no other ill effects from the claw, as it, aside from it knocking you, it knocks you a bit against the wall, as it cleaves past you, just barely managing to actually hit you, and it just, the brute force even from it being a grazing hit from the slow, causes you to get knocked out as you collide with the wall. Does that mean you drop concentration?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Yes, by definition.
And
How are the Yetis looking? Are they, like, bloodied even?
one of them is.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I mean, keep in mind,
The
the
Yeti-
one up top has only taken damage from the cloud rune.
What about from falling? Didn't it take damage from falling?
It's
10?
the-
Nope, that was the bottom one.
Yeah,
Damn.
the bottom one took damage from falling. The one on top chose to go down, and it like slid along the side. whereas
No, the one on top got
Well,
telekinetically shoved.
yeah, I pulled it. It should have
He's-
been
yeah,
broke
he got
from taking the damage and falling.
telekinetically shoved like for the last like 5 feet.
Yeah, it said plus 10
Oh,
weight,
it did say
so-
plus 10, but that's fine.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know how that would have impacted anything. If it was prone, it would have had to use half its movement to stand up, which means it might not have been able to get this far, but I don't know how much movement they have.
Right.
If it was slowed, it definitely would not have been able to get in range of
Right,
your
if
way
it
to even
was
hit it.
prone, but I don't think it
Stun.
would be prone from that.
Well, you take
yeah,
you
10
fall prone
10
as soon as you take any kind of damage from falling. If it fell at
Right,
least 10 feet,
and I
which
think if it, what I like to generally do is the bigger a creature it is, the bigger its range of fall damage is.
interesting.
Right.
So
Okay. That is something that we should have been made aware of beforehand, though.
Okay.
it's fine. It's fine. I just wanted to get another use on my feet anyway. I didn't think it would fail.
Like, it just doesn't make sense to me for it to take fall damage from that, but either way.
The important note, it also critically failed it.
Fair enough. Too much
We can all-
to
well,
change at this
let's
point.
not get
We
into
can
it
talk
now, let's not
later.
get into it now.
Luckily,
yeah,
even though
we're too deep in.
even though he's no longer slowed, at least since that was still part of the action, he can still only make one part of it. I don't
Yes.
think it would be reasonable for him to make the other two parts.
That is correct. Yeah, he has already taken the action to do one attack. That was his action that got
Right.
locked in.
The final bird attempts to grapple on. It fails to do so. Tefern.
Yes. Oh, this one over here. Oh wait, no, they're they've still got one of the mules, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
How's that one looking?
They are also 15 feet up, just so.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out my my bow, and I'm gonna shoot at the one that was the one of the 15-foot ones.
Okay. That is a miss.
Ducky.
I should move a little bit further on my turn. Yeah.
You know what? I'm feeling a little lucky.
Good luck.
That's good.
1 hero point. You
He's
are
lucky.
lucky.
I'm feeling really fucking
He
lucky.
is feeling lucky. Look at that.
Now I would like to do some math. I believe 15 feet up is still within threat reach of threatened
Yeah, technically, yeah.
on a
He's 10 by
three-dimensional
10.
plane.
Yeah,
That
even
bird.
though- so even though he's not adjacent to friend, I think that counts. I'm with you.
Yeah.
I mean,
In reach of a
Adjacent
melee
speed.
attack.
I believe it's within friend's sphere of influence.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, my sphere of influence, if I'm swinging upward, is like 20 feet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there is no doubt that it is within his sphere of influence. What I'm saying is that I think it's fair to say that because of that, he should count as adjacent for a
Right.
sneak attack,
Alright.
Certainly.
even if he's not actually adjacent.
Alright, 33.
That is enough that even as it uses its reaction to try to dodge, it like moves out of the way so that it doesn't hit its wing, and in doing so, a gust of wind catches it that otherwise wouldn't have and pushes its chest into the arrow as it pierces its heart, and it falls to the ground, and the other one continues trying desperately to pull up the mule, but is inevitably dragged back down to the ground as a result as well.
Fantastic.
Yay!
And that bird turn is gone.
We're turning the action economy back in our favor. Thank you, Tefred.
Thank you, Tefred.
Mhm. What a crit.
Here away.
I will make my death save.
Oh, jeez.
That's a success.
That is a success. Yippee!
In turn.
Hunting bird. Guy.
Which hunting bird is the one that died, actually? Was it? It was the north one, right?
Both the north one and the east one are dead.
Yeah, the one north of Tefred. I should have
yes,
specified my
yes.
bad. Thank you.
A healing word for you.
Thanks.
Mr. Kaio.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind, actually. You're good.
That's very
Ominous.
Many sounds
Alright,
Nick.
so-
Is there a bomb in my?
no,
there's a
your
bomb
name
in
is
your
not
healing
to
word?
Gale Decarios.
Right. A spell for you. Okay. Healing word. You regain 6 hit points. That's my. Oh yeah, cool. I can just cast a spell.
I
I'm gonna
realize I
continue.
never actually clarified this. I assumed that it was presumed. Are y'all okay if we continue doing the wound system from the other one, or does that feel improper?
We have already done so.
Okay, we have already done so. Okay.
We've already done
Yep.
one.
Hiroe lost a tooth
Hero-
last time.
Right. Hero. That's correct. Hero, your con is
+1.
+1. You were barely downed. It was 6-0, so it goes 3. Give
It was
me
8
a
overkill.
con +6. Because you were only down for less than a round.
Oh my god.
Alright.
I'm gonna fortune from the many that shit.
Alright.
That's a 13.
It is a 13. Roll me your d6.
I hate it here.
Gotcha, okay. As you start to wake up a little, you feel a general weakness in your chest. Your lungs are slightly damaged. You get 10 less movement when you're sprinting, and you can't do accelerated movement from, like, if you're trying to run during the overworld travel. You can't take, like, your disadvantage for effects to move a tile faster
Okay.
in overworld
So-
movement.
So dash action gives me 70 feet movement instead of 80 when I'm in Blade Song,
Yep.
essentially. Rather than letting his wrathful tendencies immediately spur him onward, Hiroi is going to try and not immediately let on that he is back on the menu.
Makes sense. But he's the sneaky sneak. Anything else, Kyle?
Yes, I have my action still. I am going to. Yeah, I'm just going to do a chill touch at the bird on the bottom. I have advantage on this because of my innate sorcery.
Question. Did
Mhm.
did you move over to, like, is this from cleric? Or
This is not from cleric. This is from sorcerer.
okay, is sorcerer your old version or your new version of sorcerer?
This is the new version of sorcerer.
Did chill touch get changed to be cold damage?
No.
Okay.
No.
I thought
Touches are
that was
very,
one of the
very
things that was really
No, no.
stupid, and it's like, why did they do that?
No. The thing that was stupid is that they got rid of the anti-healing and they made Chill Touch melee in exchange
Oh,
for
that's-
just
Do I have
bumping
to use
into
the new
D10.
version of? Wait, am I using new version of spells if I'm using new version of sorcerer?
I believe that
Please,
was the
please don't
gen-
make.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, Chill Touch does not deserve to be thrown in the.
Well,
fucking
I mean-
trash
This
like
is
that.
already a worse cantrip objectively than Fireball.
Yeah, that's-
It's like
In general, if you're using a new version of a class, I'd want you to use the new versions of the spell, but I think that one's stupid as well, so we will just not do that.
Okay,
Thank
I
you.
mean, I got a crit, so if you wanted me to not have chill touch at range, I would have cast Guiding Bolt, but it's,
Nope.
you know, I'm happy. I'm happy.
Go for it. What type? Oh yeah, not even a save, so it is also downed.
Very nice. And it can't regain hit points. Yay, I don't know how relevant that is, but there you go.
He's
Uh,
dead.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're just
yeah.
all rooting today, huh?
He's dead. Yeah,
5,
that's a-
10,
that's a
15,
crit.
20, 25.
look like
It's
back on the menu.
fine. Knack. Knock? Knack? Hmm. One of them?
Rathu.
Don't say that. Don't call me that. Can you
Wrath
expand
you,
the map
Kamine.
just so Rat is capable of moving backwards, i.e., left further,
Okay, yeah.
because he's going to not be in melee range.
I will
And
expand
not
it
even
as
close
far
to
as the
melee range.
padding allows.
I appreciate it. That is good enough. All right, we peak with 5. We bonus action to load the second round, and on Dr. Angry, we feathers fly.
Well,
One.
probably just pew. Yeah, just
Oh
pew.
Jesus.
as another crit comes out, because as we have been saying, both y'all and the opponents have been getting a lot of crits. How does this fourth and final board end up meeting its grisly end?
I am not targeting a bird.
I thought you said bird up, or
He said feathers fly.
I
feathers
said
fly.
let feathers fly is a quote for
Yeah.
I see.
Archer character, if I'm
Yeah.
not mistaken.
Yeah, he's not killing a bird.
No, I'm targeting the big guy because Rat
Oh yeah, you
does
do
have
the
some of the
target
high
on
single
that.
target
Yeah,
damage.
Okay.
Yeah, I even have them targeted. Yeah,
Roll it.
critical hit for 20 piercing damage, and another one. Plus, I have less priority on the birds now. Just a side note, because it takes 2 to lift up, so I want to put damage onto the thing we've damaged.
Yep.
Probably only takes one to lift you.
True.
Cry about it.
Probably only takes
And
one to
then-
lift effort.
Another one. God damn it.
Three. That's a miss.
Three.
That's a miss. Alright, and then Rat 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And that's all my action, bonus action, and movement.
I just want y'all to know that I'm glad that I decided to have this be a sheltered encounter, because otherwise the move speed penalty of the cold would have been kind of nasty here.
We are going to have to find a way to mitigate some of these environmental threats.
Mm-hmm. Friend,
Hot shoes.
at the start of your turn, friend, you take 10 damage as the elemental vortex chills you.
10 cold.
10 cold.
Okay.
How's his friend looking?
Big.
He's over half still.
Okay.
This is not correct music.
Just about half, actually. Anyways. How is this guy looking? I can probably guess, but how's he looking?
He's looking very wounded and like he should be dying any moment.
Yeah, well, he's going to be looking like that. A lot more. Roll. Good.
Roll dick twist.
That's a hit.
The old dick twist.
He gets clonked for 16 damage.
Still standing.
Still standing.
Again.
Christ.
Shwoonk. That's a hit.
Another one.
Fucking kill him.
Wonk.
That was almost an 11.
I saw that.
You
Fucking
swing
edging.
through and you hear a resounding crunch through one of its arms as it breaks. It is still standing.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Late
yeah.
action surge has arrived.
For the love of God.
Again.
Again.
More.
More.
15.
That is meat speeds.
Oh, thank fuck.
You clonk it in its arm again in the same spot that it's already broken and it remains standing.
More.
Jesus Christ.
No.
Wow.
Miss.
How much health do these fuckers have?
They all, both have over 100, apparently.
Well over 100.
Yeah.
My best guess is about 130 each.
I know that they're taking 2 less damage from each of these melee hits, I think. if
Well,
I'm not
that'll be
mistaken.
my turn. This one's probably ready to fall over, though.
No second wind?
I used it at the
Use
beginning.
it.
Oh, don't you have more second winds because 2024 fighter?
I'm only level 5. Oh, I need to check that. We can keep going, but let's just say that if I have more than one, that I use it.
One thing I'd like you to do, friends, for me is to make me either a. Actually, just make me a perception. You can use like either int or wisdom.
You get 3 second wins.
At 5?
Yep.
I just never update that.
You are really confused as to why it's still standing, but it is, and it's angry and it's slapping you. That is a hit.
Huh. I
That
do have
is-
3 second wins.
That is 23 damage,
Fucking
which
Christ.
gets reduced.
23 total?
23 base damage from the first attack,
Uh-huh.
and then it gets some of it gets reduced because of your
Yeah,
that
so
reduction.
20.
Okay. Make me a Constitution saving throw.
Wait, were you using that second wind? As you were checking it?
Yeah, I just want to resolve this whole thing first.
That's fair.
I'll assume that's a Constitution.
Wait, what did I roll? Oh, strength?
That's strength.
I'll assume that.
It's
since
only a
general-
+1 difference.
Generally, I try to just say if the roll is valid, keep it. So.
Yeah, I mean, the difference is con is 1 higher.
Yep, that's a success. Go ahead and apply your healing before the next attack comes through.
Incredible.
The second claw was a miss.
Wait a minute, that's +5 to level. Why is it not accounting that?
Oh yeah, true. So that should be 15 hit points.
Yeah.
And then lastly, a 22 hits. For 12 damage goes to none.
Friend is a tanky motherfucker.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It helps when you're reducing every hit by a little bit.
Yeah.
We should get friend higher AC.
I have plans that I cannot share with you.
Hero,
He doesn't
this
have
one
it much.
begins to take interest in you, but you have a moment if you want to use your reaction to move, like use your turn's movement.
Oh, what turn's movement? My turn hasn't come up yet.
Yeah, I'm saying your next turn's movement. You can, like, pre-commit it as it starts moving towards you slowly as it realizes that you're awake.
Yeah, I would like to do so.
Okay.
So. Actually, which square was I in? This one or this one?
This one. This
Okay,
is
so
the
1, 2,
square where you got down, then you just got knocked into the corner as the lore.
5, 6.
You know, the lore.
The lore.
Deloric.
The Lorax.
This one moves forward and says a few lines that Friend is able to understand as something being along the lines of like, sorry, but it probably translates more as a get fucked. It grabs the mule and is able to carry it at full speed as it begins trying to climb the mountain.
He's not familiar with my game.
The bird goes up and follows it. Peppered.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Ah. Ah. I had the mule selected as well.
You can
That does-
mantle up just a touch enough to be able to swipe at some of its ankles.
Yeah, that's the goal. Does the mule count for a sneak attack in this case?
It's within friend's threat range.
Does it matter if it's incapacitated or grappled or anything? I don't think so.
No.
Yeah. Go for it.
Grappled, no. Incapacitated, yes.
oh yeah,
I'm
and it's
pretty
also
sure.
within friend's range anyway.
Mhm.
Good point.
Lucky.
I'm feeling lucky.
But he's the
Hero
luck
point
number.
number 2.
Much better.
Contact.
Die, monster.
15.
That could have.
I've seen worse rolls.
Give me a sec. It maintains its quote-unquote concentration on holding on to the mule and takes the damage. These poor creatures are so stupid they have to focus on carrying the food.
He's hungry.
Any other actions, Stefan?
Nope, that's me for right now.
Hero A, you have no movement, but it is your turn.
Speaking of his stupidity, I would like him to make a wisdom save.
Surely.
That is a nat 1.
Oh, yeah.
A nat 1 for a 0. Yippee!
And the exertion of kind of scrambling away, Hero is kind of clutching his chest as he heaves a sigh of relief as the thing tumbles over, laughing. Oh shit, Tefrid!
Luckily, I think Tefrid is in enough of a situation he's not prone or anything that he can just move under it as it falls over.
Okay, Tefrid,
It's not.
you get
It's
evasion.
not like when it jumped and it had its shockwave. It's both not concerted enough of an effort, or high enough. Seeing as they are no longer accosted by either the birds or the beasts, they can actually back up a bit and are running over towards Rat, who is the one that feeds them most of the time and is the one that they've grown the most attached to.
Aw.
Reasonable.
Do you have a bonus
I hope
action?
please fucking murder them.
Rat
Uh,
cultivate them like moss.
You know what? I get it back on a short rest anyway. I'm gonna pop a Blade Song just in case it's relevant.
Makes sense. Kaio.
Yeah, okay. Are any of the birds still alive?
Only the
wanna-
one that's on the northern one's shoulder, which is probably not on its shoulder. It's probably just hovering a bit over it because it's rolling on the ground.
Cool. I am going to try to pull it towards me with my bonus action.
The bird?
Yes. So
Okay.
DC is 15, strength. Doesn't really do anything, but why not?
It gets one more use.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
I
So it is
think you-
pulled.
I already said that Golden leveled up his when you get back, right?
My what?
Next time you get
I believe you mentioned it
take
last
your long
session.
rest, you get just marked down on your sheet, Golden, that you're at a point
It's
where
already
you
marked
level
down.
yours up. Okay, yeah.
My what? A heavy armor mastery?
Yeah.
Yeah, that got
Kaio,
marked down.
mark
Mhm.
down on yours as well that you get to level it up when you get back now as well.
Very exciting. And I am going to do another chill touch at advantage. Thank you, sorcery thing, but it's really bad.
baby!
Wah, wah.
I think that's it, yeah. It's not my turn, so I can't end my turn, but that is the end of my turn.
I see. Right.
It's really inconvenient that this thing is prone. But
look-
it's also within 5 feet of an ally, which means all of my sources of advantage and disadvantage cancel out. And
Hold on. He gets another immediate save against Hideous Laughter if you damage him.
okay.
Otherwise, it's at the end of his turn.
Yep.
Then I guess I guess we shooting birds or the other Yeti. I don't know. I don't know what to do.
We gotta swing the action economy back in our favor.
Yeah, but the problem is this one has some kind of undying effect on it. I'm gonna bonus action load, and then Rat's gonna take out a propellant mechanism that I do not want to explain right now because I can't bullshit it. I bullshit enough for the Pathfinder
Fair
campaign.
enough.
And on, I guess, on this one, cast catapults.
Do you have a
DC 16
specific
dice.
object you are catapulting? Or just a rock, some rock?
I'm gonna check my inventory just in case there's anything particularly funny that I could do.
I'd like to imagine Rat probably has a thing on the... He has a special little attachment he can put on his gun that causes it to shoot the little object.
True.
Like the
Probably.
foxhole rifle grenades.
Almost certain. Yeah, that you know what? Yes, that is how it's going. That is what is going. Remind me, was the corpse eater blood caustic, and was it like difficult to collect, or was it just like?
It was relatively easy to collect, and it was very caustic and acidic. Yes.
Why the fuck not? I'll use one of the vials of corpse eater blood. I have another one, so I can still study it, but
Make your attack roll.
it's not an attack roll. It's a dex save.
Oh, even better.
DC 16.
It splatters into the side of its spore as it takes 3d8 acid damage. Excellent. It takes 18 acid damage.
It's still standing. I'm gonna kill myself.
Take note of that when in like 2 more minutes, friend.
Mm-hmm.
2 more minutes. That's like 12 rounds.
It's like 12 rounds. You take 11 cold damage at the start of your turn.
11. Oh.
Mhm.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
He does.
Okay. I will be expending my final second wind
Your
of the
third
fight.
Your
My third
second.
wind. The third second wind in
Your
question.
second, third wind.
Hey, that's
So
10
that's
HP.
That's 6
You'll-
wins.
And
33rd. 11d7.
oh, you know what? I forgot to push him when I was beating the shit out of him 4 times last round. Anyways, we're gonna just keep hitting him until something happens.
So, anyways, I started hitting him.
You hit him pretty cleanly a few times because his dex is a little, or his AC is a little lower right now. You clonk him really hard.
So that
I
hits.
think we should
Yep.
probably start working on that last bird.
What's the last bird gonna do?
Something. Might as well hit it.
I'm gonna push him 10 feet away.
Uh-oh.
I have an idea.
And I'm gonna move up and clonk the bird. Attack.
I feel like there's a saying about birds nesting in trees.
That hit?
Oh, damn. Minimum damage was more than its health?
Yep.
Oh, shit.
Roll it anyway.
Okay.
So, anyways, I started bonking.
Minimum damage.
That's enough. That's
Yeah.
why.
Zero out of 3.
Putting your word to the test. You should probably move out of the aura now with the rest of your movement.
Yeah.
Turn.
Yeah.
As the beast's turn comes up and its vortex begins to intensify slightly, the area where the acid splashed upon it begins to grow and convulse along its fur until it reaches such a point that the storm around it begins to transform into one that smells absolutely horrible and stings just a little bit for you, Kaio, as it then quickly collapses in on it and the acid begins to burn it as it slowly falls over after taking a step.
Hooray! Oh,
It no longer has its aura.
I have a question for Tefrid. Once the combat is over,
It is the beast's turn, it does nothing, and then it makes its wisdom save. Actually, it's getting schmiggy with it, and it gets even more jiggy with it because it rolls another crit fail.
Alright, so we got time to figure out what the fuck we're gonna do.
I was considering maybe I could try putting it to sleep after you guys beat the shit out of it.
Speaking of, give me just a moment, I'm gonna get some water.
fantastic.
Oh, what do you guys think of that idea of putting it to sleep as it enrages?
Maybe. The problem is we just don't know its HP enough.
It's taken a lot of damage already, so
Has it? It's taken...
35 or so. But once it actually enrages, we can probably force it into sleep range.
Probably. Why would we want to do that?
To turn off its undying, probably. That's probably something active that does like a
Oh.
berserker rage or something like that.
Oh, you think so?
I'm pretty reasonably sure.
Yeah.
It makes sense to me. At
If
least.
you have the slots for it, it would probably be worth upcasting the sleep as well.
Yeah,
I don't
here's the thing.
imagine.
I don't have slots other than a second level and a third level. I'm
Okay, you are upcasting.
Wait,
Yes.
oh, I thought I was doing poorly. Oh no, I've been much too conservative. Oh well.
I use my slots regularly.
Okay. When it gets to my turn, I'll do something. I don't know if it will still be
Okay.
alive at that point.
It certainly will.
Oh, okay, good.
Okay. Speaking of, Tefrid, it's your turn. You have advantage on attacking this thing because he is that guy. He's El Risitas.
Step into the shadow realm.
Tefrid might be also AFK. Never mind.
Hit. Do you have extended crit range from anything right now?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
D&D 5e hates giving things extended crit range.
Yeah, but I don't, so...
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's 19 points of damage.
Boop, boop, boop,
I'd
boop,
like to
boop.
use my bonus action to disengage and put myself
It
between
is...
It is, you don't...
Oh,
You don't
right.
need to.
Yeah, it is prone
Well,
and doesn't have its reaction
Does
because
it make
it's
that
under
at the
hideous
end of his
laughter.
turn, or does it make it as soon as he,
It makes it as soon as the attack goes off.
Okay.
Do
crit
we
fail.
want to start readying attacks then so we hit it with one big burst?
It does wake up, but it's still prone.
Yeah, it stays prone.
Okay. So yeah, disengage is correct.
Alright.
Prone.
I'd like to interpose myself between it and the wounds.
Should we
Alright.
give him a chance to live?
No?
Nah.
I'm
Yes.
planning on eating him. I don't know if that was clear earlier.
That's...
We have not enough rations, and there's a lot of meat on these guys.
We could probably eat the birds. I don't know if how I feel eating things that can talk.
You
Most
can
things
starve
can
rats
talk
eating.
with magic. I mean, really.
That's a horrific
Um,
outlook.
End of turn.
The grass can talk with magic.
End of turn?
Thank you. There's no ethical consumption, and I mean literally eating food in this world.
Eh.
Everything has a spirit.
End of turn.
Tafred, you might be muted.
I was. What was the question?
End of turn.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. So, Hiroi is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20. And he is going to drop concentration on the now defunct Hideous Laughter to ready a casting of 3rd level sleep with the condition of it activating its aura.
Okay, works for me.
with all of the hit points concentrated on it. That's a lot of 1s and 2s.
Well,
So-
I would say you shouldn't have rolled that until later, but we can let that stand, and we will
Yep.
just figure out if
But
it's within range
it-
by the time it's.
The casting
aura
will
happens.
happen regardless, so I was pre-rolling
Yep.
because the casting will happen.
Any bonus? Any BAs?
No.
Kaio.
Okay. This is worse now because it is prone. I am going to cast Guiding Bolt. I'm going. Yeah, sure, whatever. It doesn't matter.
If
I'm
you,
gonna
walk,
cast Guiding Bolt.
if you walk up into melee range, it won't be disadvantaged.
I think it will.
Nope.
Nope.
Ranged attacks have
attacks
advantage
made.
on melee.
Well,
Okay.
Wait, against
so you'll
prone
have
targets.
disadvantage from it being a ranged attack in melee, but that will be canceled out by the advantage of being within 5 feet of a prone creature.
No,
But I already have
I'm-
advantage from.
I'm pretty sure explicitly, I thought like prone targets, like it says you don't have disadvantage if you're doing one that's on a prone target adjacent to you, because it's like a finishing shot.
Let me check.
I don't know.
I'm
Regardless,
happy
if
to-
you have, never mind. You have a source of advantage with
I
with your
do.
thing,
Innate
so
sorcery, correct.
any number of sources of disadvantage just makes it neutral.
Right, but
and
if I
that's why
wouldn't
I'm,
have
like, saying
disadvantage if I got
think
next
it
to
doesn't
it,
count as disadvantage.
I would certainly, if getting to this point would mean I wouldn't have disadvantage, which would mean I would have advantage, I would do that. Should I wait for BBQ to make the ruling?
Oh, no, don't worry about me.
Okay, great. Then I will, I will make a point blank second level Guiding Bolt.
That's a crit.
That is a
All
crit.
right.
Even without the advantage.
So here's 27 damage to him, and that's all of my movement. So, bonus action, I'm, scared kind of.
Matthew.
Alright, we bonus action to load another round. It's daytime, I assume, so I've got my passive D. But there's an adjacent, so I get my passive A. And then that makes it neutral. Did I already say bonus action to load the second round? If I didn't, then I
Yep.
did again. A wahan? Oh, oops. A wahan?
Clunk.
Wham. 15 piercing. A tuhu. Meets beats, right?
Yep. Meets does beats, however, that is not meets beats.
What? Someone else rolled a 15 and
Yes.
it meet?
So,
Oh, that was while it was slowed, probably.
no, that was while it had
No,
its
it wasn't the-
aura up.
Oh, it was an unslowed one. Oh, so it lowers its AC, I see.
Yep. It's more
nice
berserk.
little balance
It goes
sheet.
berserk.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so I was probably right about it being like the Undying Rage sort of thing.
I see. In which case, Rat's gonna sit on the ground and cry, because I have nothing else to do.
Friend.
Mm-hmm. I'm guessing I can't push him up the cliff.
I mean, you could. It wouldn't be very effective, but
We're gonna work with the classics.
it's a crit.
On.
Duality of
The
man.
duality
Yeah.
of man. It has been done.
Okay! Both of your crits have been lower than your high-end normal hit.
Oh, that's exactly the same as a high-end normal hit.
Okay! Why are you not rolling with advantage?
Oh, it is prone. It is prone. Roll
yeah.
one more time.
I forgot.
Why
That's
is
what.
everyone getting crits anyway? Well, 20s.
Does God love that?
Okay!
Come on.
They have it.
Let's go!
Lethal damage.
You clonk him again. You bash one of his horns in.
In turn.
As
Rat
it's-
yells.
Go ahead.
Rat yells out something about a Yumby.
As you do it, it like, you know, not wakes up because it wasn't like it was sleeping yet, but it like suddenly gains its sense of awareness. It starts to stand up. It howls out, and a little bit of blue manifests from it for a moment, and then it is prone and sleeping again. As
Hooray!
it falls over due to Hero's casting.
All right, so
Finish it.
We
How
let
much-
the
actually, How
rogue-
much was your? Okay.
34.
Okay, it is not enough to put Kaio to sleep right now.
what? No, that's not how it works.
What do
That's
you
not
mean?
how sleep works. Sleep is
It's
a number
pool
of hit
of
points.
HP.
It's a
Right.
pool of HP that you can assign to different creatures of your choice within the radius. But if you assign all of the hit points to one creature, it doesn't matter who else is in the
I
radius.
see. Okay.
I thought
okay.
it went from. Doesn't it
That's
go
just-
from
that's
lowest
Yeah,
to
it goes from
range
lowest
of-
to highest.
I thought it just
Yeah.
automatically went from lowest to highest.
Oh,
Yeah, it does
yeah.
go from lowest to highest.
Yeah, I think that's only in BG that it does that.
Yeah.
see.
Sleep
Although with the
only
nice
lets
house
you.
rule, if you wanna.
Nah.
Either way,
All right, so
the party has
I
another
am so
turn to
fucking
figure
glad
it out.
sleep worked. I am so
Shepard.
fucking glad that worked.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Please remove
Oh.
your burst.
Oh yes, yes, yes. Thank you for reminding me. Okay.
Give our rogue the auto crit.
I don't think it's an auto crit because it's not
It's sleeping.
paralyzed. It's incapacitated though.
Oh my god.
I thought sleeping.
Oh,
Yeah, I thought sleeping was a.
It's unconscious. Unconscious is the condition
Yeah.
that does all
Yeah.
that great shit.
I'm looking.
Stuff.
Yeah, sleeping contains unconscious.
Yeah, melee attacks against unconscious creatures are automatically critical hits.
Okay.
Fantastic. Do I have any?
Uh,
I have a
him.
knife.
Somehow.
And that's an auto
Teprid
crit.
missed. Oh, wait,
No,
no, somehow Teprid hit anyway.
Yeah, it's an auto crit.
Oh.
Yeah, it's melee attacks made, not melee hits.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Yeah. Melee attacks made against unconscious creatures that are automatic critical hits.
Oh my goodness. I did not realize that.
So, Teford, please do
I've
the
been
honors.
rolling to hit unconscious creatures this whole time.
Same.
Yeah.
It's just attack rolls against the creature have advantage. Any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought it was
So
melee
it's
attacks made
ranged as
against.
well. It's just as long as it's within 5 feet. Okay,
So
this
I
makes more
do
sense to me.
whiff in that case.
Yes.
Correct.
You
Well-
plonk, you like slash onto
Okay,
its
yes.
horn, and its horn does not break in a way that you thought, and your attack just kind of
Okay.
slides off.
No.
Tedford has qualms about killing creatures that are sentient.
That moment of hesitation.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Got a guiding bolt.
I do. Oh,
Your way
Oh,
is
yeah,
going
did
to
anybody
kind
apply
of.
the advantage from the guiding bolt that he used?
It was eaten up by Rat's attack, but
Okay, okay.
Mhm. But
What else would you do?
Rat is the devourer of advantage and disadvantage. No advantage or disadvantage can pass his gaze.
he's just too hungry.
Hiroi is going to slump down, fucking exhausted from this fight. He's burned through pretty much all of his magic. He's gotten beat to shit. He's exhausted. So it's Kaio's turn.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, I will cast another point blank guiding bolt. This one just at first level. It does get what? Do you think it's not
if-
worth doing?
No, I'm saying if you have something higher than first level, it would be
Really?
good
You
to
think?
use.
You think that's
yeah.
necessary here?
Because we don't
It has
know
less
how
than
much
34 hit points.
it has less than 34, but the second
And has
level
less than
hit,
Kaio.
the second level hit for 27 though.
Yeah. But there's more people, right? It doesn't get a
Yeah.
turn until
I
after
guess
all
so.
of you go.
That's
so
true. That's
why would
true.
I do?
I'm just worried about margin of error.
I'm not.
How much HP do you have, Kyle?
41.
Okay, okay. Good.
Anyway, I only have 1 first, 1 second, 1 third, so I'm not
Mhm.
going
Okay.
higher than that. With advantage, I get 25.
That's it.
That's a critical hit. Please take 22 radiant damage to your face.
It takes it.
Now I'm leaving.
And wakes up.
Mm-hmm.
He's
5,
still prone.
10, 15, 20,
Wait, I
25.
saw it took 11. What the fuck?
That's my turn. I can't hit end turn. Nah.
Nah,
Wait, it has resistance to radiant damage? What the
No.
fuck?
Okay.
I see.
that's out of character shit anyway. Don't worry
Okay.
about it.
Okay.
Who up?
It does look like it should be dead. It's got like multiple broken like ribs. Its arms are broken. It's got like slashed like stuff. It should be dead.
Oh my god, its undying effect goes through its unconsciousness.
Hey, right. You want to give me a int?
Sure, I'm good at that.
Since you seem to be one pseudo asking
I've done it
for
once before.
Yeah. You have the idea of potentially even just adding like a single drop of that, since it worked on the other one. Of the corpse devourer.
Oh, these are
stuff.
trolls.
I see. And that
These are
wouldn't consume my other vial, would it?
Right.
Just a drop of it?
Yeah,
Okay.
just put like you're just like pour out just a bit. Hesitate.
Okay. In which case, we are going to. Fuck! Can I running jump to get the extra 5 feet of movement?
Yes, you can.
Fucking BG3ing this shit for the 5
Wouldn't the
extra
jump
feet. Of
actually not be extra movement considering that you're...
Isn't there a
your
minimum
strength
jump
is so low?
distance though?
I thought the minimum jump distance was 10 feet.
I think the minimum jump distance is
consume
whatever's
10 feet?
funniest.
I think it's entirely based
either
on
way,
your
either
It's
way, it
based-
doesn't matter. You dash and you use it as a bonus action.
Sure. I mean, I was just going to disrespect it by just like dropping it onto it and not even use a bullet or using anything. Just who up aciding they shit. I'm just gonna roll a natural
You
weapon
pour
attack.
a few drops of it into its mouth while assuring it that this is the most delicious and yumbly it will ever taste.
Through that. Roll duty.
Advantage.
Yeah, plus 2 plus. Surely. I'm gonna kill myself.
What's your
Wait, what?
So it's 7. What's your just generic modifiers? Actually, it's prone. I don't think even if you miss, it still probably hits it. Like this is a.
This
We
is
have
an
solved
extreme-
the puzzle of the fight.
Fuck, you know what? Fuck it, we ball. Rat actually went into the middle tile, so there's literally nowhere he can pour on top of this thing that it can miss. It's physically impossible to miss if he drops it somewhere else.
You pour it onto it, friend gets his turn, probably clonking it a few times, and then its turn comes around and it dies.
Yay!
Oh my god.
There's a lot of dead birds, a few dead as Hiroe has successfully surmised ice trolls, and 2 uneaten mules.
Well, that's good.
Or yumblies, as they will soon be called.
Well, now that I know that they're, does Hiroe know that they are trolls?
He hasn't necessarily observed the acid killing them. He knows that they died, but he has not yet put 2 and 2 together.
Okay, so Kyle still thinks that they would be a good sort of, source of meat.
Would you mind making me a survival for the right one as you start butchering it?
Sure, I will give myself guidance, because I'm sure Umberly would approve of this.
Oh, hell yeah.
Can I roll Arcana to see if I would after the fact recognize that they are ice
That's a
trolls?
12.
I think you can.
Okay.
You might not recognize them explicitly as ice trolls, but I think you do recognize them as trollkin.
Okay.
I'm using my hooked sickle-like knife, the ritual dagger that I've taken with me all the way from Matamare.
That is a moderate success. You can go and add 3 little vials of troll blood, and importantly, as you're going through, you find its still beating heart, which you carefully separate from everything else as it continues to beat. If you don't mind going ahead and marking that with a
I will, sir.
expiration date of Young Seed 57.
That would be Quarak 7.
Or, sorry, 47. One month from now.
For both, or just the heart?
Just for the heart.
The heart.
The troll
Okay.
blood does not have a expiration date.
Love it.
Trollkin.
And it was, what month?
Young Seed.
Yeah, let's see, that's what I thought.
Actually, yeah. Parentheses, harvested 47 of Dark Sun. Right.
In the future, if we come back here, we should remember. These are Trollkin. Fire.
I don't think I have any of that.
We have torches. In the worst case scenario, we burn them directly.
I do have something that might kind of help, and I will kind of wave my hand and manifest that skeletal swarm of fish that is the manifestation of my chill touch.
Mm-hmm.
I think something like this might be able to keep them down.
It does help.
Well-
Do you want an out-of-character answer?
Oh, I mean, we're just kind of, talking.
Gotcha. Okay.
But if you want to give a real answer, I'll always take a real answer.
I think it's a little weird by the rules that they've established, because on the one hand, that doesn't explicitly stop its regeneration. It just doesn't heal the HP from it.
Isn't the regeneration just healing the HP? Isn't that what the feature
Well,
says?
the regeneration is healing 10 HP at the start of each turn, and importantly, if it takes acid or fire damage, this trait doesn't function. And it says it only dies if it starts its turn with 0 HP and doesn't regenerate.
So
right.
it isn't regenerating.
Right, it isn't gaining its HP, but it doesn't have the regeneration trait turned off. I looked this up. It's stupid. It doesn't count. It stops
So
it,
it-
like, if you're doing it during, like, the middle of it, it still doesn't heal, but it doesn't count as having turned off regeneration. Its regeneration just heals for 0. And it's,
I need you to know that I will be
yeah.
using this ruling going forward in my own campaigns.
Yep. I
That
don't
makes
know.
sense. I find that
I don't know
very
why
satisfying.
that like it feels bad, but I did make sure
Nope.
to look that one up.
It doesn't
But
feel bad
it
to me
is
at all. I actually think that it's very annoying that trolls, like, their whole shtick is regenerating, and they can be killed so easily with just a cantrip. Just
That's a good point. I mean, they
You
can,
know,
already
I
be
They
killed
can
with a
also be
bunch of
killed by
cantrips.
2 other
I
cantrips.
know, but I find it
Multiple other
satisfying.
cantrips. Like Primal Savagery, Acid Splash, Firebolt, Green Flame Blade, Produce Flame.
My Face Wind, the cantrip whose whole thing is stopping health regeneration, doesn't stop regeneration.
Exactly.
It feels
Fine,
weird
it's
to me that it's
fine.
not a cantrip.
Yeah, it seems to me like such an impactful. I mean, BBQ has said this himself. It's weird that such a powerful writer is on a cantrip like this.
And it's like only on that cantrip.
Yeah.
It's not on anything else.
I'm very satisfied with this ruling.
Well, actually, it's also on, if I'm not mistaken, the one that adds damage to your weapons that can be necrotic or radiant.
Oh, Spirit Shroud, yeah.
Spirit Shroud?
Spirit Shroud.
Oh,
Yes, I
very
believe
good.
Spirit Shroud also textually says that they cannot regenerate hit
Yeah.
points until your next turn.
Right.
The what? The 4th level spell?
3rd level.
3rd level?
Third level.
Yeah, you
Seeing
see why
as-
I'm confused about it being on a cantrip.
It used to be so,
Exactly.
it used
Anyway,
to be
we've-
so good.
Right. Seeing as you are the one who intends to eat it, would you mind also making me a survival roll as you break it apart?
What about nature?
Okay. That's fine. Alright, success. Go ahead and mark down 5 vials of troll's blood. You also successfully harvest the heart with the same expiration date, unless you are so ravenously consumed by hunger that you want it now. And then each of you can make an additional hunting roll with advantage for rations.
I don't know what is that. I've never
Is
hunted.
that one the int dexterity one?
What kit would be associated with hunting?
On Hunter's kit?
Is that? I don't think.
I think that's
one
in
of
my
the-
extended thing in the document.
I feel like I would have gone for that one. Let me look. I can easily see by. Hold on, because you have it in the tools, like integrated into the module, right?
I don't think so. I have
okay.
not messed with modules.
Oh, okay. Then I have to open up the page.
So it doesn't say anything about tools. It's just hunting, foraging, or trapping.
Hold on.
ES2 gamer info. Where's the fucking document?
Very bottom index. Exploration, yeah, hunting.
No, I'm just looking in the list of tools.
I'd recommend caution with eating trolls. They do regenerate. I know that their body parts are sometimes used as reagents in the creation of items that aid regeneration. I don't know if the flesh retains that property after death.
Down from there, Chad.
Just be careful that you don't cause a new troll to start growing inside your gut.
Not like that. You're right.
This isn't a kit. That's not a.
Yeah. I know.
These
It's just
are. This is a list of tool proficiencies and tool like.
Okay, what the fuck is an alertness tools? Or an ambushing tools, or an animal care tools?
Like
I mean, if you've ever played Harvest Moon, you would know.
genuinely, I can think of stuff for all of those.
Anyway,
An alertness tools? I don't.
Yes, like setting up alarms around like camp
I see.
speaking of, I should probably pick up alarm.
and like
some
animal
point.
care tools. I mean, like
It would be very
genuinely
nice
like
to have alarm.
stuff to clean, like keep them clean.
Understandable.
Okay, so
Probably
we
keeping
are we're hunting. So I just roll a
Rat
d20 and
racking.
add my dex modifier.
Is your int
Almost.
0?
It's the lower of the two. My dex is a -1.
Gotcha.
Who up rolling a dex?
And
Advantage,
like I said,
right?
with advantage.
With advantage. Okay. I mean, this is why I truly can't help the party. It's bad for me.
Yeah, well, 15 was my rank.
9 is the higher of the two for me.
Kaio is not able to successfully harvest anything from it. However, Rat and Hero ends up taking his place and harvesting for him.
Oh,
Each of
good.
you can add those as though they were your hunting checks.
Mhm.
That would be
Hero warns us about not eating a troll, and I'm just kind of
Excellent.
disturbed, so I'm not really focusing on getting a good.
20
It's
total
like, do I really
rations.
want to kill it?
You can go ahead and double that, 5 from each of the birds.
Okay.
so 40 total rations.
Yep.
Yes, we're up to 128.
And
You know,
lastly, go
I'm-
ahead and delete your loot roll progress and make me 2.
Aye, Captain.
Yeah, baby.
I really
I
hope we
think-
don't have a sword.
I think Friend should roll one of them because he was the goat in this fight.
I agree.
real.
Speaking
Ah,
of loot
man,
roll
I
checks,
just hit things with sticks.
Where is the shield that we found? I was not able to find it in group storage.
Have it.
Ah.
Both of them, both the health mantle and
Yeah.
the
Help me
cocoon.
field.
Who should roll the second one?
I think you did because you expended all of your resources.
Hey friend,
Thank you.
I wasn't
What?
keeping track explicitly, but just based off of vibes, I think you dealt more damage to it when it was at 0 HP than when it wasn't.
Damn.
W.
W.
You threw a lot of attacks into them when they were at 0 HP. Like, a lot of them.
I will add
So
that.
what happens if during that you overkill it? Does
Doesn't
nothing
matter.
happen?
You can't overkill it because it doesn't die until the start of its turn.
Yeah, it's undying.
Trolls
until...
cannot be obliterated.
You have no
Oh,
idea
that's
how happy
so
this makes
fun.
you.
Mhm.
I always loved the vibe of trolls, but they've seemed very lackluster in combat.
I also
for
like
several
that
reasons.
power
You know-
word death doesn't work on it for some fucking reason.
What?
Wait, The spell that says kill this man can't kill this man.
Yes, because it only dies if it starts its turn at 0 hit points, and that is specific beats generic.
Shit, you're
Yeah.
right.
Making them immune to unconscious would really help trolls, I think.
I don't think trolls need it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think trolls need help.
Yeah,
In my experience, they have.
we saw how deadly trolls can be.
Of note, this is only the 3rd hardest encounter type you can roll. This was in the
Christ,
3rd
let's get
hardest
to the
bracket.
fucking dwarves.
Well, I hope that this was the 3rd hardest, because the 1st hardest would be something we have to run from.
Yeah, I agree. We actually survived this one, which means I'm like,
Mhm.
I'm happy.
And
I was
ironically,
gonna
you guys
say, if this
handled
was
parts
a-
of that much better than I thought you would.
I would have disliked this encounter if it was a have to run from it, because this encounter is designed to not let us run from it.
Mhm. They were gonna steal our Yumbies. What a nightmare.
Also, sorry if your way was a bit too bloodthirsty.
No.
That's your problem when we have
We
another
can't
encounter.
run.
You have no slots. Speaking of,
Speaking of,
nothing but.
Fucking get
we're
out
gonna,
of here.
We're going to take a bit of a brief intermission.
oh,
We'll be back in just a few minutes.
catch you later. I did cast Find Steed while we were traveling. You have a warhorse you can put stuff on. It has a strength of 18.
Doesn't have an inventory though.
That is true.
I guess it doesn't come with bags. Oh well.
We're back in this shit.
Once you get bags, you can.
I mean, for
You
now
look
it's
for
just a sick
storage?
ride. I'm happy.
hmm
Hopefully we're close to the dwarves. Please, for the love
It
of
also
God.
means that as long as you're willing to drop it when you enter combat, you can be encumbered.
Oh, nice.
Me playing Tarkov.
Alright, let's get going.
Right.
I want you all to know that one of the things that I've thought about twice during this session, do you know the meme of like the kid who's like, I like my toy or like propeller or hat or whatever, and it's like, you know, I fucking hate you and I hope you die.
Yeah.
I thought both of that when it comes to Golden or Friend ripping out the plant. It's like, I love being a plant in a cave. I fucking hate you and I hope you die. And also, I love eating Yumlies.
I fucking hate you. I hope you die.
And Hiroi being the guy who's yelling at him.
I was thinking that one was also Friend.
Fair.
No, friend wouldn't say that.
Of course not. That's what makes it
Unless
funny.
it was a plant,
Unless
a
it was
suspiciously
a-
shaped plant.
Unless it was a suspiciously blood-shaped plant.
Quote unquote plant.
Quote
Also,
unquote
why is it
plant.
so bloody? What the fuck's up with that?
I have a suspicion.
I've got bad vibes from the word blood from the past
Yeah.
campaign.
Yes,
Blood
Same. but given I don't necessarily think she would do that. Anyway.
And she looks different, so it's not. It wouldn't be her.
So
As
we
you
have one
continue
last.
on else through this tile, you end up coming upon another encounter. It ends up being a small group of individuals setting up at a campfire. It's up to you how you progress. This is relatively late in the day. You could probably sneak on and just make your way into the next tile before setting up camp. But it's questionable as to if they'd be friendly or not, and like from a distance that would be safe enough to observe them. You can't really make that determination.
Oh, that's fine. I have a second level slot. I can cast Suggestion and ask them to leave their things here if we want.
Or they just shoot you the second they see you.
Oh. Okay.
I just don't think we can
Okay.
take the risk right now.
So now we're on the 48.
Or greed is good.
Nice. I sadly wasn't.
I only have
Uh,
2 hit dice, so if I do end up getting hit,
Oh,
peace.
hold on. We rest
I
for the
do wanna
night.
use. Yeah, I want to use my hit die.
Yeah. And yeah.
Where
that's
are
true.
my hit die?
Good question.
You have to click the short rest button.
Oh my god. Cringe. 1, a 2, a 3. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll tree?
By the way, if it makes any difference, I am up to 6 uses of Moonlight Aegis and 8 uses of Cure Wounds.
We're feeling healthy again. At fellas.
Yourself.
Healthy, let's get healthy, yeah, let's get
Alright.
healthy, let's get healthy.
So, shall we continue on the road?
Let's.
Yeah.
So on to the 48.
Lead the way, Tefford.
Alright, we still only have 2 movement on these, even though we have roads, right?
Yep.
Yep, because
Yeah,
it is
'cause of the
cold.
weather. 49? Please, for the love of God.
What the hell?
Oh yeah, Luther, you never gave me the DM for the perception check.
Alright, so that's
In regards
2
to?
movement. Alright,
If there was
2 more.
anything significant about it or not.
49. The 50th.
Warmer
Oh.
pastures.
Are we seeing...
Give me just a moment.
Adrodon better be paying us really fucking well for this.
Are we getting paid for this?
Paying?
We better
You also-
fucking be.
You also said there was a nature check that I was making that would get explained in a minute that wasn't explained.
Yeah, we
right.
kind of just moved on for it.
Alright.
One of the things, since as a kobold, one of the things you like to do is know how to eat things very good.
Oh yeah.
You know that a troll heart, while still being relatively well preserved compared to other kinds of meats and foods, will still expire in about a month's time. But if you eat it before then, you get to steal its regeneration for a rather sizable amount of time.
Oh. Rat's eating it.
Like now?
Probably. Considering. You said a rather sizable amount of time, as in like, what does that mean? Does that mean longer than its expiry date, or what?
Like, about an hour or two.
Oh, okay.
But that's
Oh.
still like 10 HP every round for like...
No, I know.
Right,
I was
that's
just like
7,000 HP or something like that. Maybe more.
Mhm. It's just contextually when you say it has an expiry date, I know the expiry date is a month. If you eat it now, it'll give you it for a rather sizable time. Makes me feel like, oh, that must be longer than expiry. But
Well,
no.
yeah, just most potions are like, lasts a minute. And this
Yeah.
is like, it lasts like 2 to 4 hours.
Giga chat emoji. No, you get a year of troll regen.
So true. Who knows? Maybe if you can distill it in time.
Hear that.
Alright. It is now the 1st of Young Seed.
Is it? I thought you had one more day before then.
No, so 49th got us here. 50th.
Okay, sorry.
And then-
right, we were
yeah.
still talking about things. As you get here, you start to see ever so slight signs of civilization. There's not like it's explicit housing anywhere, at least not in the areas that you're traveling, but there are a few areas where you'll occasionally see a bit of signs of activity, such as certain trees being cut down, or like small patches of farmland or an abandoned instead, or a small tower. You're starting to get an area where there's actually a bit of life, as long as you do not move on to a mountain tile or back to the tundra. All of the tiles here are considered road tiles.
Okay, so we're able to get here. Okay. Oh, no, that was the 49th getting here, so then this one is still the 49th. So, end of the 49th. 50th. Where does the road continue from here?
All directions.
Okay.
As
End of
you
the 50th.
continue forward into this tile, this lightly forested tile, and you're keeping watch for the night, the party ends up getting ambushed by a group of dwarves asking a wide variety of questions, as will be elaborated on next session, as they burst from the woodworks. How are you, and what are you doing here? Successful encounter had.
I just want a long rest so I can upgrade my feet.
Well,
I
Same.
want a long rest so I can get my spells back.
I hope the dwarves here are accommodating, smiley face.
Do I have money to pay them? Because I will pay them money if I need to.
Rat will dig a hole and then make the hole a bed hole and sleep in the bed hole.
Real.
Do you want the still beating heart of a troll? I just need a bed!
Oh, those? We have like 200 of them.
No!
Anyway, thank
Sorry.
you all for showing up. I think this has been a great session. I liked the little bit of RP that we managed to get. I liked the fight. And I look forward to seeing you guys, probably not next week, but the week after. If y'all are down for next week, I am, but...
Since we had,
yeah, we had a few absence,
Yeah.
sessions. I'm okay doing it next week.
I'd like
As
to
am
do
I.
it next week if we can. I think that would be really nice to get us kind of I mean, this is very exciting. We've been looking forward to meeting these people for so long. I don't want to have to wait 2 weeks.
I shall see
Yeah.
what I can do for next week.
Thank you.
Well, you got a whole week for to figure it out. So
True.
Mhm.
Also, of note, you're still super duper high in the mountains, and like, you know, you look around and there's like farmlands and trees
There's a
and
sacred lake. I'm so excited.
Crazy how climate does that.
crazy how that happens. Anyway, thank you all.
I've never been in
and
the Appalachians before.
look forward to seeing you all next time.
Appalachians.
See ya.
Bye.
But